yeah, we'll I'll shoot people a link.
Yep, we are
Over
live.
on our, I mean, they're kind of doing stuff on Arcana right now, but I'm
Already
able to just
done.
Pop in. Oh, you already linked them?
Yep.
Oh, looks like everyone left voice. Looks like whatever it is, they're done.
It's like, oh shit, the stream started.
On having a nice fireside stream chat.
There we go. Don't worry, I followed it up with shit's on fire, yo. See why?
I'm so glad that shit's on fire, yo thing was funny.
Alright,
Here's the thing, that's one of the... Oh god, I love that, yeah. Every time you manage to use that, it just gets progressively funnier. Well, okay, well now that I think about it, you've only used it twice, but this one, yeah.
To be fair, you said you couldn't top that one.
Yeah.
And
I
you did.
stand corrected, shit's on fire, yo. Look, I wasn't expecting him to follow that up with shit's on fire, yo, and have the actual sign be on
I
fire.
wasn't either.
Like,
Okay,
you know,
Alright, so, are we live?
Yeah.
Yeah, we live.
Alright,
Okay.
so, last time on Dungeons and Dragons,
Ballsy.
we wound up...
Fuckboys Anonymous.
Yeah, we wound up going around the town, just gathering general information,
Well,
and, roasted a couple more people. But then we found out that,
for like 20
Ezek.
minutes.
yeah, Ezek, the, basically the, town, the current town's townmaster, mayor, whatever the heck.
The Baron.
Yeah, basically his muscle, his hired muscle, is Irina's brother.
Much to our chagrin.
Yeah. And we most recently wound up freaking out about it because this creepy-ass motherfucker regularly requisitions specialty-made dolls of her.
So creepy.
Not at all. It's loving. It's endearing, even.
And what was it? And you know he has a habit of setting things on fire.
Well,
I mean,
who
every
else do
party
we
needs
know
one
that
of
does that?
Yeah, Eddie. Who else do we know who likes to set things on fire, Eddie?
Well,
Yes,
it's good
Edgy.
to have someone fight fire with fire.
Yeah, exactly.
So yes.
The last thing we did was we told Irina about it, and that's where we wound up cutting off.
Yeah, we were like,
Right.
oh shit, Mars missing. Oh shit, Irina. Yeah, Mars probably fine. I mean, a little bit
Is
more
either
distressed,
fine
but
or dead, and either works.
Mario is missing. I'm sorry, I'll see myself out.
Yeah, you're banned.
Land! Alright, so. Yes, so let's just pick up where we left off.
Okay.
Panic. Oh shit.
Yep,
Yeah.
oh shit. So what the fuck, huh?
This is Ezek's going. This is very disconcerting news.
Yeah, not great, huh?
You mean
Well.
you don't mean Ezek, you mean
Ismar.
yeah, Ismark.
Oh, sorry. Damn it. Yeah, it is Mark. Sorry. Their names are their names both start with E.
No, I thought
They start with the E sound, and they're 2 syllables. Anyway,
Is
Their names both start with E.
Exactly.
Meanwhile, neither of their names start with E.
the E sound. Anyway,
okay. Don't roast the DM
Ismark.
too hard. He might kill us.
Ismark. Yeah, it says that. That is disconcerting.
So what do we do about this?
Well,
those things.
it would seem that staying here is now out of the question.
For you guys, at least, but I don't know if we can just ignore this.
Well, perhaps we should just the 2 of us should stay low.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, yeah, that's a given.
Anything else you found out while you were out there?
Nothing quite so earth-shattering.
All right. Well, no news is good news, I suppose. Well, aside from the other news, but No other news is good news.
I mean, Toy Maker's a little weird, kind of creepy.
He's kind of creepy, but he's good people. He's just
Definitely
being
good people.
kind of used.
I mean, you can't stay too mad at a man that has a monkey.
Yeah, that Toy Maker buys into the Baron's shit real hard.
But we don't think he's actually,
Well,
in league with the
with
guy.
him. Yeah.
Well, can you blame someone for wanting to find any shred of hope in a place like this?
Not as such, no, but you didn't meet the guy.
Fair enough, I suppose.
It's more than a little creepy, but like I get it, I guess.
All right. Well, what do you plan on doing next then?
I believe we had a certain Miss Something or other to go meet.
Vakter.
Yeah, that one. So we'll
all
probably
right.
stop by Vakter House at some point and meet up with.
Know where Vakter House is, however.
Well, yeah, that's
it should be
the
around any minute now.
yeah, that one.
Yeah.
So more or less, we're just kind of hanging out here until our opportunity to strike comes along, as it were.
All right.
Didn't
Yeah.
mean to drop the bomb and then just sort of.
Bail.
Yeah.
I mean, it's better.
Did everyone else... Oh, sad face. Oh, no.
Hello?
Okay, Strahd.
Yeah,
What the fuck was that?
That
I
happened
don't know.
too, don't worry.
That happened to all you guys too, right?
Yeah,
Oh,
it
that
did.
wasn't just me?
Okay, it was Discord then. It wasn't us.
Mhm.
Okay, sweet. Awesome.
Come on,
I was just
Discord.
in the fucking world for a moment. All of us just go momentarily deaf.
All of you just for a split second, you all get that 1,000-yard stare.
Yeah.
Just like suddenly everyone's just like drooling.
No, it's like that one TV show where the premise was everyone on Earth went unconscious for like 12 seconds.
Yeah.
Shit, what was
One
that
day,
called? I remember exactly what you're talking
And,
about.
yeah, people are
had
fucking
like
like, what?
visions.
Yeah. Like everyone just went unconscious for like 12 seconds all around the world, and then everyone just woke up. Like again, 12 seconds later, and then like they're trying to figure out what happened, what caused that, is it gonna happen again? And it was this crazy drama, and I just saw like a few commercials, and then it just vanished off the face of the earth.
For
It's
more than
because
12
the show
seconds.
sucked.
Yeah.
Also, Dylan, I would like to side with Nate's dad on this one.
Basically, he would side with everything with Mason in this.
In regards to what?
Me.
Just look at the shit posting.
Oh, sorry, I haven't. Psychotic pyro. I'm not
Nope, not
psychotic.
even.
Semi-insane pyro. With a
Unhinged
puppet?
Pyro with two.
What the fuck would they let you get a second one?
As I pointed out, it was exclusively because of spite.
Yes.
Why would they let you? Oh, yep. Oh god. Okay, that belongs like on Reddit somewhere. You know?
I mean, I'm not gonna do it, but you can if you really want to.
I don't use Reddit.
Neither do I.
would. Otherwise, I would. Anybody here use Reddit?
Dungeons and Dragons is a tabletop role-playing game in which
When we talk about the TV show where everyone unconscious for 12 seconds.
So for everyone in the stream, what everyone's referring to is this conversation between Nate and his dad. Because my character is something. I think your word is looking for psychotic pyro. I'm not psychotic. Semi-insane pyro with a puppet. Unhinged pyro with two puppets. That works. And why the fuck would they let you out with the second one?
Get a second one?
It's a fair question.
It's 100% Fergus's fault.
All relating to...
Hey, I'm the
This
party
image.
dad. I had to make the pun.
Oh! Is he pulling out? Pulling out little Jimmy?
Are we all gonna die?
But
Oh, I thought you were gonna. Never mind.
but as it currently stands, outside of visiting Miss Wachter, perhaps consider a game plan in regards to the Baron. Because I think that without Ezek muscling around the town for him, I think that it would be relatively easy to depose.
Okay, well, what are you suggesting in that case?
Well, diplomacy first, of course.
All right, yeah, that's fair. I'm guessing you mean me.
Mhm.
We always do.
And failing that, Fairgar would probably be a bit more use if you wind up not succeeding.
Hmm?
Wonder if she has any, like, should we still do things as safely as possible for him if things go south? I don't know.
Well, in any event, he cannot know about Irina.
Yeah, that's...
Along that same vein, though, I feel like maybe we ought to consult Irina on something like this. I know she doesn't know the guy personally, but knowing what we know now,
Yeah.
their
Considering
blood.
the way that he goes through specially crafted dolls.
He certainly knows his sister.
I mean, maybe we could use this, is what I'm saying. He's obviously got some weird thing with his sister, whether it's just trying to find her or missing the hell out of her. We've got her on our
Best
side.
case
Maybe we can
scenario,
leverage
yes,
it
he accidentally
somehow.
winds up crushing it in the middle of the night in a loving chokehold. Worst case scenario, he's full of spite and winds up regularly smashing it against the wall.
Well, in that case, we'll kill him. Honest to God. And I'm saying all this under my breath. I'm not, like, just out in the
Roll a
middle
stealth check. No, I'm kidding.
So,
We should probably talk to her.
worst
Let's
comes to
let
worst,
her-
worst comes to worst, we can fight. And I have faith in our abilities. I feel as though we'll be alright. But, like,
Should we just
I
let
feel
her
like it would
relax
be-
for a bit?
well, we should ask her what she wants to do.
Yeah.
Because this has a lot to do with her. She's
Good.
involved now, whether she wants to be or not.
Let's give her a bit first because this is kind of a lot to process.
Sure. I mean, we've got
We got other
this.
things to do.
We've got this whole Miss Hoomst situation to deal with first. I'm never gonna remember her name. Don't.
Lady Wagner?
Yeah, that one.
Lady Wagner. But yeah, so let's just leave them to think for
Yeah,
a
we'll
bit.
leave him to think for an evening while we go speak to Lady Velka, Goddess of Sin, and then we'll come back and see what they want to do.
Yeah. God, I'm glad I'm not the only one who forgets names.
Oh,
What are you
believe
again?
me.
That's why I take notes.
Also,
here's-
in character, even.
I don't know. Here's the thing. What is it? You should see all the. Hey, at least you don't have a DM that deliberately comes up with the most freaking like literally he writes it down.
All right, we get it. You're spiteful against Whistle.
Because he comes up with the most freaking bullshit names, and then just to laugh at us for getting them wrong. Because why wouldn't you get it right the first time? It's not like I'm just the one that made it anyway.
And no L's.
So yeah, anywho, all right, you step out of there. Then I assume you were having this conversation in the hall, like outside the door, right?
That works.
Or
Probably in our room, literally 5 steps away.
okay, like I said, it wasn't really established where you guys were having, because originally you were in their room talking. So yeah,
We were in a hushed huddle. Go team.
all right,
Sick.
all right. So what's the party doing?
Probably just waiting for those
Brothers
Wachter
Grimm.
boys.
Wachter boys. Those rowdy Wachter boys.
Rowdy's right. If I remember correctly, on top of drinking, they also like to start fights, I remember hearing.
Well, at least
Well,
we
that
have one
sounds
person
perfect
who's...
for me.
Exactly.
I'm more of a lover than a fighter.
Keep the hammer away.
Yes, because he still wouldn't be absolutely terrifying being a giant dragon man with, fists of anger and steel.
And also a helmet that makes his eyes glow.
That too.
It's got
It's
one
just
fist
literally
of iron and the other in steel. If the right one doesn't get you, then the left one will.
No, was it like, yeah, like they're just sitting at the table being all rowdy, and then suddenly like he just pounds his fists onto their table, like, "Hey, I hear you guys like to fight. You want to fight?" And they just look over and they see this glowing-eyed dragon man in front of them, fully armored. Just like, no.
Hey, you guys, heard you guys like to fight. Take us to your mom.
Also, I'm posting Fairgar in 5 minutes.
Oh man.
Things to say that will always start a fight. You guys want to start a fight?
Hey, let's fight. Them for fighting words.
But
Hey, you want to take this outside? Yeah. My, what a lovely evening. This was a really good idea. Love that bit.
All right, so we're waiting for those.
All right.
relax and probably sitting at a
Sure.
table.
Yeah, what is it? Some folks come in eventually. Yeah, you wait a little while. I mean, are you waiting like just, at the bar or like at a table somewhere, just order like some drinks or something and
Gus takes this opportunity to order a glass of the wine to see if he can figure out the recipe for it.
okay, which one? Purple Grape Nash number 3 or Red Dragon Crush?
Actually, it's Coral Blue
Five.
number.
The Red Dragon.
Let's. How much does the red dragon cost again?
I believe it was a silver piece for a. Or no wait, okay, I think it was a silver for a pitcher of Grape Nash, and then like 5 silver for a pitcher of the Red Dragon Crush. Let's just go with that. So if you want like a whole pitcher or just like one glass, we'll just say it's like two. It's like a silver.
All right, I'll take a glass of the red dragon.
All right, that's 1 silver, and go ahead and make the check. Yeah, no, you're still baffled. You're like, this Barovian wine.
Figuring it.
There's
Figuring it.
You're new
something
at this.
different about it. You're not sure what is like it, and it's pretty good wine. Like pretty decent stuff.
Oh, that's the secret. They don't have goblin pee. I have not seen a single goblin since I've gotten here.
Thank God.
But does he know why kids love the flavor of Cinnamon Toast Crunch?
Goblin
Right.
pee.
I mean, I
Everyone's,
Goblin pee.
All right. So
everyone's favorite.
I go up to Eddie.
Oh,
And I
you're
go-
gonna want to. Wait, where's your? You're gonna want to throw on a
Yeah,
new
I was-
token.
Ah, yes. Ground zero.
But anyway, what was
Rest
I
in
saying?
peace, Mar.
Yeah,
So-
he's just sitting in the corner.
Yeah, so I go.
No,
and
we
sit
can
up next
practically
to
see
Eddie.
him there. Hey guys, I didn't leave. It's almost like we can still hear him.
I just got bored.
Sometimes I can still hear his voice.
So I walk up and I sit next to Eddie, and I'm like, "Hey Eddie, think tonight's the night I'm finally going to beat you in the drinking contest."
Yeah, I'd rather not get completely smashed quite yet.
Sure.
Maybe we can do that once we celebrate and, don't have a big bad vampire wanting to eat our faces. Because that's a little killing the mood for me.
Oh come
Squeeze.
on, where's the party animal I used to know?
Fergar,
Back in
you know
February.
you're in trouble when Eddie's speaking more sense than you are.
God damn it, sweetie! Stop enabling my alcoholic paladin. I see the comments. Anywho, carry on.
The ceiling's right, Fergar.
I think he's had too much to drink already. Cut him off.
I'm
Yes,
only
anything
on my
for-
second beer in real life.
Cut him off.
No, so Eddie, this isn't the guy I used to know back in Phandalin.
There also wasn't a giant vampire, again, trying to eat our face in Phandalin.
If you say so.
And there wasn't shadows that may or may not have been watching us.
Yeah, Fairgar, I've been meaning to say, you've been kind of nonchalant about this whole thing since we got here. Like, we didn't get sucked up through some sort of terrifying Silent Hill mist portal into this actual, literal vampire shithole of a city.
What's Silent Hill?
I don't know, it just sounded right.
I think that's the tale of a father that wound up losing his daughter over near this odd little hamlet.
Tragic.
It's truly tragic.
Being invaded by demons, if I recall correctly.
Or some cultist shit or something.
Also terrifying.
Well, after completely annihilating that vampire in the next town over, I felt pretty good about being where we are. I feel like we can actually do this. Take out Strahd.
Yeah. Was that before or after you rushed him down and promptly fell unconscious?
Yeah, or before or after he almost, sucked the life out of our second favorite mustached friend.
He what?
By your side.
Oh, right. You were asleep for that.
Oh, yeah. Don't...
Yeah, don't worry about it.
I forgot that. Yeah, you never actually told him what happened. I actually forgot about that. No, kudos to Drew for remembering that. All right, good on you.
Thank
Or
you.
forgetting IRL.
I'll do more drinking once we're not so prone to accidents.
Yeah, hey Fairgar, you know what? After all this is said and done and we make it out of here, I'll take you on. How about that?
That sounds great.
Is this the Fairgar voice?
Yeah,
This
I think
is
I came
the
up with the
Fairgar
Fairgar voice.
It's a little higher pitched than I was expecting.
It sounds more goblin-y.
Yeah, I was gonna say that does lean a bit more, or maybe like eccentric orc.
Who's gonna tell him? Who's gonna tell him? Hey, your voice sounds a little higher pitched than it looks like. Are you
I'm
gonna
glad.
do it? Look at his icon.
I can't say anything because I can't do that
Wow.
many good voices either.
Look at his icon. Who's gonna say it to him? You? Yeah, I fucking don't think so.
Oh my god. It's like the stereotypical tiny that you see in things.
My name
He's got. He's like.
My name is ironic.
He's like.
I'm
He's
12
like
feet
fucking
tall.
Mike Tyson. Yeah, his voice is stupid, but who's gonna say it? You? Good luck. I'll attend your funeral.
Bro, he punched a chupacabra. Haven't you seen Mike Tyson Mysteries? He punched
Alright.
an actual chupacabra.
Fucking sports.
So what I need to do
Good
now
way.
is I need to edit out the clip and then that's going to be on YouTube and I'm going to send that to Mike Tyson and he's going to find you.
Hey, I'm the one that. Hey,
don't
I'm the
fuck
one
with
that said,
Mike
"Watch
Tyson."
out!" He punched a chupacabra.
Dude, sports scientists wound up doing some science. Getting punched by Mike Tyson is approximately equivalent to getting hit by a car windshield at 40 miles an hour.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it kind of is. If only he wasn't a rapist.
Do you know what else is really awesome?
Wait, seriously? Is he also?
Yeah.
Son of a bitch! Why are all the famous people rapists? Stop it!
He's not a
Also
rapist.
kind of-
He's a
also
convicted rapist.
Also, also kind of a psychopath.
Well, okay,
Not
that's
usually
a given.
ex-
Bit a
Yeah.
man's ear off. That's a given.
Not mutually exclusive, but
It's super easy.
often
to-
overlapping.
It's kind of super easy to make fun of the guy, before you consider that he basically got punched in the head for a living.
Yeah. But
How's
yeah,
this?
so-
How's this for Fairgar's voice?
That's
Better.
much better.
Better, yeah.
maybe you could
I love
use a little
short
more
rants,
working.
but-
Look, we'll work on it, buddy. But it's definitely a step in the right direction.
What you could do is just one day sit there in the mirror practicing until you think of a giant dragon guy who is known for drinking and murdering.
And also is narcoleptic.
Narcoleptic doesn't really matter.
I know that was just me
Yeah.
throwing in an extra. That's just an extra bit of fun fact.
I've just fallen on my head an extra time or two.
God.
But all right. So anyway, for the time being, let's just use your normal voice
Yeah.
that you talk, Gergar, and we'll figure it. Like I said, if we want to start
Stop
doing
it.
character voices, we'll figure that out later.
If you do, you'll hate me forever.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I promise.
Well,
you.
hey everyone, it's me, Eddie.
It's me, Eddie the Spellslinger. I'm here to
It's on
light
fire,
your,
yo!
I'm here to light your life on fire.
Okay, children, let's go and murder those goblins.
Where's the baby?
I'm just waiting for the best Danny DeVito impersonation.
I'm the trash man. I eat garbage.
Do you want to eat me?
That's literally the only quote of Danny DeVito I actually know off the top of my head, unfortunately. I don't know too much. Oh, wait. No, I got one other quote. He once said, "What the fuck is a Pikachu?" Because people wanted him to voice Detective Pikachu in the American version, and they literally petitioned for it, and when he finally heard about it, he was like, literally, he tweeted, "What the hell is a Pikachu?"
All right, so we're in the bar waiting.
Basically, hitting on Fairgar's ass about how he loves to do excessive amounts of drinking while there's still things to do in the day.
Yes, so...
Fairgar, you're tearing our family apart.
I mean, let's be totally honest, though. That's where the problem lay. It's not that he's drinking, it's that he's drinking while we still have shit to do.
Mm-hmm.
And
Pretty
we're
much.
just like people out to get us. And this isn't paranoia talking.
Maybe we don't want to see Fairgar stone cold sober.
I mean, we've seen Fairgar Stone Cold sober. He was a very,
For like a
very
month.
pleasant fellow because it was after he died.
Yeah.
And after that comment, Fairgar just kind of hangs his head and asks for a water.
I just give you like
Dang.
a pat on the shoulder, like
You're
reaching up, trying not to fall out of my chair. So yeah, we wait a while. Does anyone?
Yeah, eventually,
Ever
like you wait like an hour or two, people start petering in. You see,
You are really still here?
Do not.
No, he's Morty. Morty. He's
You don't know
not.
how much I appreciate that the one person who ever goes with the really incredibly stupid things that don't deserve even slight notice is Corbin.
Do not.
What? Anywho,
Ignore it.
yeah, you got like bar patrons start showing up, and then one second, let me start. Boop. Throwing some things in there. Doodly 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 doo. Okay, just for fun, you want to know what's really freaking kind of sad?
What?
Here's Erwin Martikov's token. And the tokens of their literally all the tokens are just the mom. I mean, like, hot damn.
He has
I
his
get, like,
mother
what's
as
going on
eyes.
here? They're literally. It's just they're literally named NPCs. You know, like.
Stabby child, you look much like your mother.
And the thing is, they all have pictures. Why would they not?
You look so much like your mother. Yes, father, thank you. You as well.
Oh, you really did get
I
your
just-
mother's eyes and her hair and her nose and Jesus fuck.
And her face.
And
Are
her
you a boy?
clothes.
What are those?
Hello,
Oh, don't
brother,
mind
let
me.
us go pee in father's jar again. Someone's like, I am your dad.
Wait, okay, where did this come from?
I don't ask. Just don't ask.
So anyway,
Let us go pee in father's jar, as is tradition.
Our annual
Right.
tradition.
And it's like, you idiot, I am your father.
I am my own grandpa.
so anyway, so right, I wanted to get that out of the way now, just in case I have to end up using those tokens later. So that way I don't interrupt the flow of, because
Okay.
the flow right now
Well,
is pretty much
The flow's
non-existent.
gonna be interrupted anyway, because now we just have an opportunity to think of jokes.
Yeah.
Anyway, so yeah, some folks wander on in, and well, heck, I was gonna here. I figure it probably occurs to one of you at some point that, oh wait, if they frequent this place, Mardikov's probably recognize them.
Yeah, I was actually gonna mention it earlier, but getting talked over.
Yeah.
It
and
happens.
sidetracked, but
Yeah, that happens with us a lot.
having Mama Mardikov just saying like, "Hey, when they come in, just point them out to us."
And she just goes, well, it probably wouldn't take you too long to notice, but all right.
One wouldn't happen to look incredibly greasy, would they?
But yeah, anyway, yeah, they come in eventually. They order a couple of drinks. You know, they're a bit on the boisterous side. They look like they're having. It's these two gentlemen right here.
Oh shit! It's not the greasy dude.
Now I know who the greasy dudes are.
Yeah, eventually at some point, yeah, you see these very gruff-looking very gruff look. But yeah, also at some point you see these two very gruff looking, serious looking gents who they take up a spot over by the wall. Start ordering drinks and shit and chilling there too. But yeah, no, those are not the Wachter brothers. It's actually these two at the table. And yeah, eventually, Danica, she'll point it out to you that kind of subtly that's them, and then she goes, so what exactly did you want them for?
We were actually more looking to speak with Madame Wachter, but the only real lead that we had on finding out where she lived so that we could speak with her was to speak with her children.
Ugh. Why would you want to speak with Lady Wachter?
We've heard interesting things.
We're an older woman.
Excuse me.
She just goes. She just kind of goes. She goes, "Suit yourselves," and she just kind of walks back into the kitchen.
That doesn't bode well, huh?
I can go fight the two guys.
You know what? Let's not start with fighting.
Do remember that you guys are a bit on thin ice at the moment. Also, while I'm here, I'm just gonna. Whoop. He's just gonna stealth his way on out. He not so subtly crawls through the window. And disappears again.
Just like a loud scrabbling noise and the shattering of glass. As he forgets.
No. He transforms into a bat and tries to fly out the window.
And misses
it's still mid-evening out, and he turns into a man again.
You see chess pieces laying on the floor.
And a bloody cheese curd. Stale and moldy from
many God, I forgot about the fucking cheese curd.
Is that still in his inventory?
It doesn't really even matter anymore at this point. I didn't even put it in his inventory. I said that as a joke. I said that as a joke. I forgot all about the stupid cheese curd.
Alright. Well, Del, what say you and I go and speak with them?
Yeah, works for me.
Alright.
Don't talk to strangers. Wait, don't be strangers. Haha, save
Wait, don't be strange.
Alright.
I lift my glass of water over towards Eddie.
Gus winds up moving over here. So that way, if...
Yep, go ahead.
So that way, if Del were to position himself right here, to the left of Fergus, and one of them tries to take a wild swing at Del, boom, Farragar reaction, use that defensive fighting style.
Yep. Good thinking, homie.
I'm just going to be over here trying to watch as not obviously as possible.
Make a stealth check. No, just kidding. Whatever. It doesn't matter. I'm being silly.
I'm doing it anyways for fun.
All right. So yeah, you. Okay then. Yeah, you were being very subtle. You look like you're talking to Farragar.
Farragar doesn't even notice the pills that get dropped into his water.
Oh.
They're out
anyway
to help his headache.
All right. So yeah. So you approach these two rather jovial, if not maybe slightly hedonistic, fairly like it's very obvious that they're not identical, but they look very much similar to you can definitely tell they're
definitely
family
brothers.
Yeah, like how sometimes you get brothers who it's obvious, like you look at them, they're like, yeah, they're brothers, these guys are brothers.
Mm-hmm.
But like one of them's clearly like a few years older than the other. Anywho, they aren't paying the close attention. How do you greet them?
Well, what Gus winds up doing is he basically winds up walking up, pulls up a chair and says, greetings, friends. Pretending to be buddy-buddy.
Del will do much the same, big smile and all.
What is it? They'll both kind of look at each other, and one of them will go, well, hey, some new faces. All right. Finally. People... something interesting for once. The other one's like, yeah, oh, and the other one's like, yeah, oh my god, it gets so dull around here.
We've noticed, honestly. No offense or anything, but it doesn't seem like this is the sort of place that sees a lot of change.
Yeah, what is it? Yeah, and the first one's like, oh my god, yes. And anytime anyone new shows up, they're never here long, which is so boring.
Well,
they're
we
always
don't plan on going much of anywhere for a while. We hear that people don't tend to last long.
The other one goes, I don't know, we don't really pay that much attention. We're just getting by.
Fair enough.
And then the other one goes, but hey, you look like you're from one of those faraway lands. Come on, tell us something exciting.
Oh, let's see.
Farragut just kind of turns around.
Gus sort of leans back in his chair and, just sort of scratches the side of his face for a second, thinking of which tale to tell.
I think I got one.
Oh.
How about the time we saved a forest from a dragon by putting on a rock concert for it?
Oh, what a time that was.
That seems to be the go-to.
Right, and
I clap.
Gus winds up basically helping Dell with recounting the tale.
Yep, and Dell makes a big old show out of it.
Should
big
he decide to make a performance check with it.
Yep, he makes a big old show out of it, big and fancy, regaling these two with the tales of their exploits.
All right, make a performance check.
With advantage because I'm helping.
Well, are you proficient in performance?
Yeah.
Okay, then yes. I was going to say, if you're proficient in performance, then yes. Then I was going to say, if you're someone not proficient, unless you're doing, like, say, Eddie, like, pyrotech, you know what I mean? Like, where you're... Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. You regale these guys are, like... These guys are so freaking... Who are, like, bored out of their wits, which I bet you Eddie can probably relate. Hearing about something, something that's not this shithole, basically. You kind of got in there like, yeah, dragon.
What's a dragon?
I've heard of those, yeah, and magic and stuff, and yeah, cool. And they're like, that sounds awesome.
I mean, yeah, it was all right. I mean, for that dragon, it was the greatest day of his entire life, but for us, it was Tuesday. We've seen our fair share of action around the block, yeah.
That we have. But tell me, what would you gentlemen do to see some change around town?
What is it? One of them goes, we don't really... I mean, heck, if the sun came out every now and then, that'd be nice. I don't know, I've literally never... I don't know, I've never even actually seen it.
Really? It's a beautiful sight, especially when it starts going down.
Oh god, I want to.
I don't know. I wouldn't know. I mean, the clouds get kind of pink sometimes at night, but I mean, But like I said, as far as I can remember, it's always just been clouds.
Oh, let me tell you, some days the sunset it gets about as purple as the wine in your cup.
It really is a beautiful sight.
But what if we were to tell you that, and he sort of like, Gus sort of like leans up onto the table way forward. What if we told you that we could maybe help to liven things up around town a little bit?
Del sort of like leans back in his chair and makes like he's looking back and forth.
Oh, and then like they both get these very, very mischievous grins on their faces, and then one of them goes, "Oh, having a little fun, are we?" The other one's like, "Well, you can count us in. Anything, I say anything for a little excitement."
Well, we've got a bit of a complicated plan in the works, but as it just so happens, your mother, Madame Wachter, she's going to be playing an important role in what winds up happening after, and we were perhaps looking to speak with her. You wouldn't be willing to perhaps escort us to her, would you?
Like, as soon as you mention their mother, they both just get like these like, ugh, looks on their faces, like, like, what do you want with that stick in the mud?
Fellas, come on, work before play, right? We gotta see what we can do before the really fun stuff starts happening.
Yeah, what we're doing is we're talking to your mother as preparing for what comes after.
All we're asking is an introduction. Get us in a room with her so we can have a chat, and then, we'll see what happens from there.
What was it? They both kind of look at each other for a moment, and one of them goes, "All right, we'll cut you a deal. Pay our bar tabs for tonight, and we'll do it."
How much?
They have, okay, sorry.
The night's pretty young.
The tab.
For the night.
It's the tab that's, you pay that at the end.
Well,
I suppose I should have been doing that. Now that I think about it, I probably should have been doing that, but whatever. We can't, no going back now.
But in any case, figure the cost for a pitcher if these guys are here every day. I don't know about you, Del, but I think these guys would just be absolutely tickled for a shiny step up from silver. Or 5.
I don't know.
Fergus,
Fergus,
5
are we
sounds
sure?
pretty good.
Fergus, are we sure that these guys even have what we want?
Can one of them beat
You know
me in a
what?
drinking contest?
You know what? Here's an idea. Guide us to the house, and we'll give you change enough to pay your tab at the end of the night.
They both look at each other. They go,
Get us to the front door, goes straight in your palms.
I think that sounds reasonable.
"All right. We want half now, though. Half now, then other half when we get you there."
Del just sort of looks at Fergus and raises an eyebrow.
Because how do we know you're not just gonna waltz right in after we take you there and not pay us what you owe?
Fair enough assumption.
You know-
Our worry is that you might start drinking before you get us there.
What if one of them... Del, give me the money. Eddie and I can stay here with one of them, and then you two go with the other.
I don't know if I like the idea of splitting up so much.
Yeah, that also
Okay.
that sounds kind of like it would be untrustworthy. Basically, everyone would be a little bit more uneasy.
Well, what was it you're
Come on,
offering?
guys, we don't have any reason to distrust these two fine gentlemen.
Wait, hang on. I just
They've
want to
been
make
nothing
sure.
but agreeable so far.
I just want to make sure. I just want to make sure I understand what exactly the terms that we're trying to agree upon here are. How much is it you're offering to pay them? 5 gold?
That's what I was thinking.
Is that what the intention is?
Yes. I mean, Gus is
I'm
entirely
asking
independent.
Del as well because he seems to be the co-negotiator in here.
I mean, whatever Fergus is down for, honestly.
All right, like I said, just wasn't sure, because you both seem to be kind of going, all right. So yeah, basically they want the 2.5 gold now, and then when they get you to their house, they want you can give them the other 2.5 gold.
We'll give you 2 gold now, 3 when you get us there. I don't feel like splitting the change.
Fine.
All right. Fellas, we're heading out.
Okay.
As their eyes widen as this strange dragon fellow winds up getting up from the bar.
Yeah.
Oh, that was it. Oh, they look and they're like, no, yeah, we saw him yesterday. We didn't want to go near him. They're like, look at all. You see how decked out he is? We're not messing with that. We're not stupid.
Oh, what? This guy's a big teddy bear.
Teddy bear that can sometimes dismember you and beat you with the limbs.
I kind of spark some lightning from the inside of my mouth to intimidate them.
For what reason?
Why?
They
We're
already
trying
said-
to be friends.
Like,
I'm
they
just having
scared-
fun.
I'm just being silly, but I'm trying to be
Oh.
scary.
Okay, yeah, it's just like I said, they already said that, they were intending on keeping a respectable distance.
No, I was just being a goofus, and I was just being like,
He's being a big scary dragon. Man.
yeah.
Okay,
Not to
okay.
any,
Well, I wasn't
not
sure
to
if you were
any end.
actually trying to make an intimidation
No.
check there. Okay.
No, kind of like what I'm doing in the picture. Like
I
they're my
get you, I get
token.
you.
Yeah, I'm just trying
I
to do
get you.
that because they were like, "Oh,
Okay.
I'm scary," and I'm like, "Yeah."
Well,
Okay.
fellas, we're not getting anything done sitting around here.
All right, and then they walk out with you. I'd assume everyone's heading out. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So they take you. Is that see? All right. So that is up here. They take you towards the northern end of town, to the Wachter house. Yep, right there, with the orange roof.
That's the good part of town.
Wait 1 second. Let's see here. Okay. Okay, you're gonna have to forget the map's a little weird on this one. There she is. Okay. One sec. There we go. Sorry, there's a lot of maps here.
Gotta find the right one.
Yeah. All right. Now this one's a little bit weird. You're gonna be kind of towards the middle.
All right.
I'll
Just
take
gonna go
maps.
right there. Maybe.
Why is my token offset?
Move it again.
That's because you just gotta move it. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just like to move it. I apologize for nothing.
All right. So yes, they lead you up to
Unapologetic.
unapologetic apology. What? So anyway. All right. So they lead you up to this building here, which I have a description for you. Allow me to regale you with my dreadful prose.
Your tapestry.
This house seems disgusted with itself. A slouching roof hangs heavy over furrowed gables, and moss-covered walls sag and bulge under the weight of the vegetation. As you study the house's sullen countenance, you hear the edifice actually groan. Only then do you realize the extent to which the house hates what it has become.
Nice place you got here.
Don't lie, it's a fucking shithole, we know. I mean, it's a big shithole, but it's a shithole. But it's
Oh,
home.
nothing a little spit shine couldn't fix up, I'm sure.
Well, anyway, alright.
Okay, critiquing your house is not what we came here for.
Alright. I'll go to... And then one of them's like, alright, I'll go tell Ma you're here.
All right.
And then the other one kind of goes up to Dell and
Holds his
goes,
hand out.
oh, and they go, oh wait, so wait, what did you want to talk with her about for?
We'll take it from here, boys. And he sort of like flicks him the extra 3 gold.
Yeah, the other one catches it. Yeah, so one of them disappears into the house for a bit, and he's gone for like a couple of minutes.
So,
And then eventually-
while he's gone in there, Dell's like, so, out of curiosity, what should we expect?
I don't know. What are you expecting?
I'm just asking for like a synopsis personality-wise sort of thing.
She's weird, but whatever.
Descriptive.
We usually just ignore her habits. I don't know. She's got her book club or whatever it is. I don't know.
In all
Book
fairness,
club.
Like I said, we don't usually hang around home. I don't know. All she does is just rattle on about how, I hate the Baron's bad this and blah 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 blah, and we're the rightful what's-it. I don't know. We kind of started tuning her out.
Sounds like a wonderful woman.
in
Does she
all
read anything in
fairness,
particular?
How many children do listen to their parents?
I love my mom.
When's the last time you spoke to her?
I sent her a letter with some money.
When's
Before
the last
we
time you
left.
spoke to her?
Literally once you sent a letter. You sent her a sentence and some money.
Well, we don't know that.
No, yeah, I know. I'm just saying though. I'm just kind of. I'm just saying. Basically, he sent her a sentence and some money. But yeah, anyway, eventually... well, do you have any further questions or anything?
No,
Just
that's all.
Okay. Then eventually, yeah, he emerges. Yes, eventually he emerges and he tells you, he goes, all right, you can go in. Ma says, yeah, Ma's right inside waiting for you.
All right.
Have fun doing whatever. And they just kind of just begin walking off.
Have a good night, gentlemen.
Tavern. And they just,
Oh.
yeah.
Shall we, boys?
After you.
Yeah.
Dell heads inside.
All right, give me 1 sec here.
One at a time. Jesus Christ.
Nonsense.
Stop
We're
it.
all really excited.
All right, so...
This being the entryway, she's probably straight in.
Yes, so the front door opens into a narrow vestibule. 3 stained glass doors and wooden frames lead from it. Yeah, basically you're in this little... You're in the entryway, basically. There's a door that goes further in, and then there's the doors on the side. And a moment later, then the other door opens, and before you stands Lady Wachter. And she goes,
Definitely not a supervillain.
Ooh.
I don't want to roast her. I just want to fuck out of here.
Man.
Yeah.
Like, yo, I didn't
But yes,
realize
this
that those
very-
two guys were Elon Musk.
okay, so anyway, yes, this very...
DeVille looking ass.
I will capture the Dalmatians.
So yes, this very elegantly dressed woman, she goes, welcome, yes. My son told me that you wish to speak with me.
Madam
come
Doctor, I presume.
Yes, but, please do come in. And she gestures you towards the door on the left. Like she kind of like is like waving like to usher you in.
All right, yeah, we follow her in.
Oh, here, and I should probably mention, there's right here is just immediately, there's a staircase that leads upstairs. These 2 doors on the side, and so yeah. Yeah, she's ushering y'all in.
So, she's into reading.
The book club.
Hey, I like reading.
I don't
Really hope
know.
it's-
Something tells me there's something up. Something. So there's always something up.
I don't know what you're talking about. She looks like a nice, trustworthy lady who is totally pretty and not at all unnerving. Why isn't there a roll for vampire check?
I think
There
that
is. It's
Fairgar
called
has it.
Divine Sense.
Yeah. Fairgar has
Cough,
a
cough,
button for that.
Fairgar.
He's probably like, oh, she looks
So
nice.
About how all that water he had to drink.
Ugh, I can actually taste the soberness.
Alright, so anyway, she goes, yes, so she ushers you in, you go into this, hang on 1 second, where is the, 1 second, where is, here we go. Let's see, the dining room. An ornate dining table stretches the length of this room. A crystal chandelier hanging above it imperiously. The silverware is tarnished, the dishes chipped, yet all are still quite elegant. 8 chairs, their backs adorned with sculpted elk horns, surround the table. Arched windows made of a lattice work of iron and glass look out onto the small, fog-swept estate. And she kind of like ushers you towards the, like, please do sit. You are my guests.
How very accommodating of you.
She goes. Now I had heard that a group of travelers had made their way into town. Wait, it's only been 1 day, right? They got here and then
Yeah, I believe we've only been here a night.
Yeah.
right. So it's still 2 more days until the festival. All right, just making sure. I guess I got my sense of time a little frazzled here, but yes. Anyway, she goes. Well, I'm very. She goes. Well, if such an interesting group of travelers such as yourself are wishing to speak with me, it surely must be on some very important matters.
No, we hear that, guys. Our reputation precedes us.
Well,
That's a nice change.
we don't get too many outsiders in these parts, for lack of a better word.
No, we do keep hearing that.
Well, we don't usually see too much in the way of non-humans.
Well, there's a lot of that in this group, save for our wonderful chef over there, in motion to Fergus.
Gus winds up taking a deep bow.
From his seat. No.
Well, he hasn't sat down quite yet, citing something about it's better for the circulation in his legs.
So anyway, yeah, she was asking you what you want.
Well, Madam Wagner, we understand that you are not the biggest fan of the current leadership.
If you're talking about the Baron, yes, he's a madman who honestly is completely unfit to serve the people.
Well, I think I speak for everyone here when we say that we have our own set of concerns.
All will be well. Sorry, force
Is
the
it-
habit.
Because what is it? The incessant festivals and jamborees and what other tomfoolery that madman manages to think up of next to torture us all?
It's
While it is
not
that-
unrelated.
While there is,
Or is it-
that, we're also more taking issue with his choice of hired muscle.
You mean Ezek? Yes, he is very problematic, especially ever since he got that cursed arm of his. Well, it seems we have very similar goals in mind then. She goes, as you may have guessed, my family holds, perhaps not the most power, but we still hold a fair bit of sway here in the city. But the only thing that's really been keeping the Baron in power is his fire-wielding madman. Well, which one's they're both madmen, honestly. But
What kind of a feeling am I getting from this woman? Like, does she seem
Normal.
off?
make an insight check, one that would like to.
I'm glad, because I was kind of hoping to. I'm clueless.
Well, all right. I will say
Any woman with a beehive haircut can't have anything but sinister intentions.
well, again,
Looking
haven't
like
gotten
Cruella de Vil and Leo Organa had some sort of a terrifying love child.
okay, like I said, you haven't gotten really too far into conversation with her, but I will just say you can. I mean, she seems fairly straightforward enough, but
Something about the color of the background on her portrait.
shush. I'll say you're like you can. Okay, I'll say is you can definitely tell she's glad you're here. You know.
But to what end?
And I was gonna say in Fergus, you're gathering. She was hoping that she'd get to run into you. Specifically. Like, yes, this is what I really wanted to happen. Just this is just the immediate mood you're getting off of her.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Just
That.
sort of reading the way, like, her particular choice of words, how happy she was to see us.
Yes, and let's see, where was I with?
Basically, talking about the.
Oh, right, the Baron's shit. Basically, that's right. Oh, right, no, she was talking about. No, wait, now I remember. Now I remember what I was saying. She goes, she goes, believe me, I believe I would make a far far better leader of Valaki than that madman ever could be at this point. Although granted, that's not an incredibly high bar to pass. She goes, and she kind of continues. She goes, I would honestly rather serve the devil himself than a madman such as the Baron. But I have just a simple proposition to make with you all. If you can just get rid of Ezek, and I mean get rid of him, I can handle the rest.
Just out of character that alarm bells are going off all over the place.
You seem very, very eager to... I mean... Let's not dance around what we're talking here. You do seem very eager to put an end to this Ezek character.
Because he's all that's keeping the Baron in power.
But the only issue with taking out Ezek is finding either a place or time to do so where there wouldn't be any potential for collateral. Because if his talents are anything close to what everyone says they are, while I don't doubt our ability to handle it, it's...
I never said it would be easy, but we both seek to see the Baron ousted.
Mm-hmm.
The best way to do that is to get rid of no, not so much trump card. There we go. That's the word I'm looking for. I was about to say bargaining chip, but that wouldn't. No, that's not trump card. There we go.
Is there any situation in which we can resolve anything with Ezek peacefully?
She just laughs, he's well beyond reason. Either of them.
I understand it may seem that way, ma'am, but I can be very persuasive if I'm given the opportunity.
She just immediately just looks at you and she goes, I have lived with these idiots my entire life. I can assure you, you're not going to convince them.
I understand that you may hold your fair share of hesitation, but...
They are madmen.
I understand.
You cannot reason someone out of a situation that they didn't reason themselves into.
Ma'am, I've done much more with far worse. And I understand that's going to be hard to believe, but you're going to have to trust me.
Well,
what I'm saying is, if we manage to find a peaceful resolution in terms of Ezek and resolve the situation without the use of bloodshed, is that an acceptable alternative? Does he have to die?
I suppose technically not, but that's like saying, I don't know, something that's extraordinarily improbable.
That's like saying you could make a dragon go away with a rock show.
I'd be remiss if I didn't give it a chance, ma'am.
I don't know, I can't think of a good, what's the word, simile?
Analogy.
Alright. But yeah, you get the idea. She's exuberantly doubtful that you could convince Ezek to just, leave or stop or anything like that.
We have bargaining chips of our own.
Well, you are not wrong, Del. I've been thinking, if this man suddenly found himself with a demonic arm capable of shooting fire, I don't know if you've noticed, but something like that isn't something that just grows on trees.
No, it grows on people.
I've something of a mind to think that he might be beholden to forces entirely outside of this situation of ours.
She gets. Wait, you're saying this Lady Voctor?
No, I'm just saying this out loud.
Gotcha. Okay,
Basically,
just making
something
sure.
for everyone to keep in mind.
Well, I understand. It's, as Lady Wagner said, it's probably not going to be easy, but like I said, I'd be remiss if I didn't try.
Oh no, your ability to charm isn't what I'm calling into question here. It's what other forces might be at play that would perhaps seek to keep the current Baron in place.
Well, if this appendage is of an infernal nature, we do have somebody who's of the holy inclination, and I sort of like grin at Fergar.
Technically.
I look over at you.
Who was clearly not paying attention.
No, I'm very tired.
It's all right. You pay more attention than the other paladin I frequently play with. No,
And we're not saying we're unwilling to take action against Ezek if he makes us, but all we ask is the opportunity to try to talk him down first. That's typically how our group tends to do things.
if you insist.
I'm afraid I do.
Well, all right then.
Now, if you have any information that could help us, now would be the time to voice it.
Well, I suppose. Well, you might. The most likely place you'd be able to find Ezek would most likely be at the Burgomaster's manor, which is where he lives. I could also tell you Let's see. Normally, there aren't any guards there. The only people that are usually at the Burgomaster's manor are him, his servants, perhaps his wife's guests, and their dogs, and Ezek. And their son, but, well, I can't remember the last time anyone even saw him.
That doesn't bode well.
Oh, no, I assume he's some sort of shut-in.
Well, with all due respect, ma'am, I'm sure you can agree you've been living here for much longer than any of us, but when was the last time, in times like these, that things were that simple?
I don't know. He just goes missing for days, weeks, sometimes once or twice a month at a time.
And that doesn't seem the slightest bit suspicious?
I don't really give a rat's ass what his son does. If it becomes a problem, it'll be dealt with.
You really don't like this family, do you?
What gave that away?
I have to ask, is there some sort of personal stake you hold in this? And I'm not talking strictly politics. I'm asking, do you have personal beef with this family?
Let me think of a response to that.
Okay. Let me follow it up by saying, ma'am, let me remind you that if we're going to work together, which it's starting to sound like we are, I believe transparency is probably going to be a very valuable aspect here.
Yeah, I know. Like, she's not pausing. I'm just, I'm trying to think, how would she respond to this? Okay, here we go. I have been living all my life. The Baron's family has been running the Vallaki for generations. So I've had to live my entire life under the. I'm trying to think of how to properly word this.
Fuck those guys.
Yeah, basically, I've had to grow up watching the. Shit, what's the last name again? I think it's Vlakovich, I think is what it is. Hang on one second. Please don't. Yeah, that's it. The Vlakoviches. That's.
Vitches, am I right?
There we go. That's what. Sorry, like I said, there's a lot of very European names in this book. Okay, I have trouble keeping track of some of them. But yes, I've been watching the Velakoviches make a tomfoolery of my home with power that rightfully belongs to my family. Knowing that I can finally stop them, so I can set this town on a proper course, is all I seek out of this.
Well, I can't speak for everyone at the table, and clearly we have much less of an idea of the history or the proper political standings of the town, but I think we can all agree on one thing, and that's that the Baron is not working out. And it is in everybody's mutual benefit to do something about this. So
Agreed.
What happens after he's gone and dealt with is honestly only so much of our business. But what we can do is, like you said, help to get this guy out of his chair, as it were.
Agreed. She goes, now then, as a show of good faith, it's getting rather late in the day. Why don't you all stay for dinner? I'll have my staff make you a lovely stew.
I don't see why not, guys.
Simply staying for dinner wouldn't be too awful much of an issue.
I don't
I
have
just
an
give
issue
you
with it.
wide eyes and kind of go, just let you decide. The whole time I'm basically kind of watching. I'm uneasy. Mostly because the way she talked about everything. Mainly I'd rather work with the devil himself.
Yeah, that was a bit, but like...
Especially considering the devil Strahd and everyone having to call him the devil. But, yeah. Tasty food.
Alright. So you're accepting her invitation for dinner, yes, everyone?
Yeah.
Alright. She goes, excellent. I'll have them get it started right away. And she kind of waves over to behind her. She goes, feel free to lounge in the parlor if you like. It'll take a little while to cook.
Oh, definitely. Pardon, ma'am. I hope you don't mind my asking, but where would your water closet be located?
Stell sort of leans over and goes, he's old. It gets harder to keep it in as the years march on. You'll have to excuse him.
Does this... 1 second.
Oh, yeah, it's out the way you came.
It's at the tavern down the road. No,
Just go anywhere. That's what I do.
Yeah. Here's a cup.
Now, does this place even have a bathroom? Don't...
They all just shit in the
Because otherwise
streets.
I
another
don't
common
really...
feature
Look, bathrooms aren't really a
Make
bathrooms aren't
improvised
really a thing.
DM.
Okay, look, we'll just say that... Okay, look, you can't see anything. We'll just say there's a freaking outhouse. Outhouse over here.
All right, yeah, because
Okay.
I brought it up hoping to perhaps
around.
take a peek about the house.
Well, I mean, here's the thing. There is a door between you and Lady Voctor as soon as you walk out that door.
You know what would be really nice right now?
A rogue.
A rogue.
All right.
I mean, I'm stealthy.
What's Fergus's bonus to stealth checks?
That would be just his dexterity modifier, which would be
+4?
3.
Oh, +3.
I'm actually stealthier than Fergus is.
For the record, I could try keeping her occupied talking about book club, which I hope to God is actually book club.
You know, maybe I should go with him, make sure he doesn't get confused. Like I said, the years are starting to march on.
All right, make a deception check, Fergus.
All right. Where's the button? Shit. Fuck.
All right, versus.
Yo, you done goofed.
All right, so she gives you just kind of this slightly disgusted look at first, and she just goes, "Fine, just make sure you wash your hands." As she walks off past Dell into the next room. She actually scored lower on her insight check.
So Dell goes over to Fergus and goes, "You're thinking what I'm thinking, right?"
Oh, definitely.
All right.
And,
I just
He sort of like points back at Fairgar and Eddie, and under his breath sort of goes, She comes back, keep her busy."
oh, you know I'm good at that.
Suddenly,
I
there's just no, wait,
Fire.
hang on a second. I just want to imagine Lady Voctor walks in through the door, and then Eddie's like, Lady Voctor, look, a giant ball of fire has spontaneously combusted on your end table, on
I
your
was
coffee
thinking
table.
of
Oh
recreating
my
Aurora Borealis in her kitchen.
Cook it up
May I
so
see
it's
it?
steamed ham.
No.
it's a Fandelver.
Well, that was way
Borealis.
better than what I was.
What?
I was expecting the puppet.
Well, the puppet's like a last resort. But yeah, I just kind of like use message like, just if anything goes wrong, I'll try to try to warn you ahead of time.
Dell's like, "All right, Roger."
He goes, Aurora Borealis.
All right, so
At this time of the year, at this time of day,
In this particular town.
in this
In
particular
my house.
localized entirely,
entirely
on my
within
end
my
table.
kitchen.
Yes.
Entirely within my kitchen.
Can I see?
No.
All
right.
I'm
So
pretty
stealth
sure
mission,
Eddie would be the best.
Stealth recon mission, go. Where
I
are we
should kind
going,
of just look around
Fergus?
the room while they're doing that, just to find anything to distract her with if she gets back.
Okay, hang on. Say that one more time. I didn't quite hear you.
Book club.
Yeah, basically, like at first I was just like look around the room, just like, oh yeah, just wanted to stretch my legs to see if there's like anything over here, any shelves with, I don't know, pictures of her loving children or any of the books for her book club. Any corpses? I mean, dinner.
I think I'm actually going to get something come my next ability score improvement that'll help me be stealthier. Because as of
Strength.
right now, we don't have anybody who is stealthy.
Who needs stealth when you got me?
I'm really tempted to.
Who needs stealth when you got wealth?
But you
Yeah,
can
there's stealth where you don't get detected, and then there's Russian stealth where there's nobody to detect you.
See, and that's exactly what I'm saying.
It's still a stealth mission if nobody survives to see you do it.
Yep.
So anyway, all right. So anyway, all right. Make it. Well, I assume you're searching around here and like also the parlor.
Well, basically,
Everywhere that's in this room, like not going through a door.
Okay. So, well here. So all right. Just make an investigation roll for me real quick.
Oh damn.
Okay. Yeah. You see, like I said, mostly the cutlery, and there's nothing like particularly useful. Sitting on the table. You take a look over at the parlor, and here I'll read what the little thing has to say. It says, "Here, 3 elegant couches surround an oval table made of black glass." That is not black glass.
That's
Map maker,
blue.
you had one job. Anyway.
Here, I can make it black real quick.
Hey, that's blackface. That's racist. No, anyway, all are set in front of a blazing hearth, above which hangs the portrait of a smirking nobleman, sporting a broken nose and a tangle of hair graying at the temples. Several smaller portraits hang on the north wall. But yeah, you do see basically what looks like to be some family portraits. You notice the gentleman that you see up on the above the hearth looks quite a lot like the 2 brothers.
All right, real quick, before we do anything else, Dell's going to sort of like pull Fergus aside, and he's going to be like, "All right, buddy, listen to me. You got this, right? You are large and in charge. You're a lean, mean fighting machine, and ain't nobody going to tell you otherwise. And I'm giving him bardic inspiration.
All right, you
Stop. I see what you're doing up there. Stop it right now.
Dylan gave,
Okay.
Dylan gave me the
Stop.
idea. Blame him.
No.
That
I made
table's firing its laser.
Yes, that's what I was going with. Yes.
Okay, so now you have Bardic Inspiration. So if you ever fucking
If I
butcher
bungle
a
a
stealth
roll,
check, add a D6 to it. Actually, wait, is it a D8 at this point?
I think it is a D8. Yeah, now that you're level 6, and I believe it's now
Yeah,
a D8.
it's a D8.
Yeah.
It's a D8.
And then I think it's like a D10 when you hit level 10 or
10,
11.
or something. But yeah,
All right, yes, for the next 10 minutes, Fergus, you now have Bardic Inspiration.
all right. But yeah.
All right, so, well, where do you want to... Okay,
Well, first place I'd like to check is the.
well, here, hang on a second. Let's go back to Eddie, because we didn't actually quite finish with what he was going to try and do. We kind of cut him off with the whole...
I don't mind.
Sorry.
I mean,
No,
they're
here,
doing more
so-
important stuff. I'm just
No, well,
or having
you're-
bullshittery.
Well, no, right, but you're playing the distraction. You're just as pivotal in this role as they are.
Finding
you gotta make sure
something that
she
can
doesn't-
get her talking.
Right. So anyway, yeah. Anyway, with that, you notice all the family portraits. There's the big one. Looks like the boys. Looks an awful lot like the boys. The sons that led you here.
Yeah.
Figure more, and based on like the age of the gentleman in the portrait, you figure a good chance that it's their dad.
Yeah.
You know.
Nope, it's Uncle Bobby.
She's a lot of explaining to do.
Uncle Bobby got some splaining to do. No, all right. Yeah, and the other ones, like you see, like there's some smaller portraits. I mean, some of them, a couple of them are mainly just like decorative, like there's one of like a pine tree in like a snowy day, and there's one that's like of a starry night sky, like like artsy.
Mm-hmm.
So, but is there? Hang on one second.
There's a trap door.
No, yeah, just double checking. Yeah, no, there isn't. No, yeah, you don't. Other than the big portrait, yeah, you don't really. That
Find much.
I mean, you figure could at least be a conversation starter.
Yeah.
Yeah. Other than that, you you don't find anything immediately.
Okay.
All right, and with that, now we'll switch back over to Fergus and
Metal
Del.
Gear Gus.
Duh. Da-na-na-na-na-na-na. Okay, now I'm imagining fricking Fergus with a solid snake bandana, and that actually is a really cool mental image, not gonna lie. That's a really cool mental image that I want to see now. Just him in fricking, solid snake, a fricking solid snake outfit.
If he's ever about to die, just
Fergus? Fergus? Fergus!
Hey
Every
Fergus,
time-
can you tell me what kind of a drink would pair well with this dinner? Liquid.
All right, so first things first, Gus is going to be sort of peeking into the room to his immediate right.
Okay then, go ahead and sleight of hand. Because I assume you're just kind of trying to keep the door quiet.
Yeah, buddy.
Right. I'm just gonna. Alright. And we'll. Alright, hang on one second. Oh. Go. Give me one sec here. Sorry. No, yeah. So yeah, you're fine. You open up the door. You take a quick peek inside.
A quick pick.
Yes, a quick pick.
That's
He's my
dirty.
favorite Total War Warhammer 2 commander. So, yeah.
And boop. You get a quick glance into this room here.
All right. Well, Gus stealthily moves inside and takes a look around.
Okay, make a stealth check. How far into the room are you going?
Basically up to this corner and just sort of peeking my head around the way to take a look around the room, soak it in.
All right, 1 sec. There we go. All right, let me just go ahead and... All right, you notice a woman at the table. Looks like she's cutting things up, but fortunately, she does not seem to notice you enter. Yeah, from what you can gather, looks to be a servant of some sort.
Well, Gus is not entirely comfortable with the idea of sneaking through a room with an active servant in it, so he winds up moving back through and motions that he's going to try to go up the stairs to Dell.
All right.
All right, and he winds up going up past Dell.
Okay, so
I'm
give me
gonna
one moment
follow.
here. We are going to be. We're jumping up to the upper floor here.
Mm-hmm.
Moment. Whoop. All right. I just scroll straight up. You should see.
Boop. That's
Yep.
a really long staircase. You are now 300 feet in the air.
Like I said, when the guy made the maps for these, they weren't really intended to be on something like this. You know,
Yeah.
it wasn't really meant with Roll20 in mind.
But yeah.
All right,
Moving
you
up
just kind of
to-
take a peek around. Hang on 1 second. I'll just.
Well, now that I'm up here, being careful to move quietly so as not to make any noise for those downstairs.
Yep. Dell's doing the same.
All right, both of you make stealth checks. All right, you're being sneaky tiki.
Real sneaky beaky like.
Mm-hmm.
Cheeky breaky.
Alright.
All right, now what you doing?
Well, considering it's closest, Gus is going to check the door to his immediate right.
Dive out the
Okay.
window. Dive out the window.
Now, when you say check, as in peek in, or just like listen?
I'm going to start with listening.
All right, make a perception check.
I'm good at that.
All right, you do not hear anything. You do not hear any noise coming from within this room.
Alright, I open the door.
All right,
Of course.
you reveal what appears to be a bedroom.
Oh my.
Stealthily moving in and taking a look around this corner here.
I'm gonna go in here and check this place out. This door here.
There are the ones that are closer to the stairs.
I like the fucking look of this room. Sue me.
Okay. I'm just making sure.
That's just a way through the. Okay.
All right, well, so here, hang on. Let's finish with Fergus first. So, you take a look around, and this bedroom can. Well, are you searching it? Like, what are you doing?
Taking a quick look around, seeing if there's anything telling. Considering that it doesn't look like the master bedroom, probably not. But
All right, so just go ahead and make an investigation check.
you got it. Shit.
Well, let's see.
I would try
this
to
bedroom
salvage it
contains-
if a 10 was like at all good.
This bedroom contains nothing out of the ordinary. A neatly made bed, a table with an oil lamp on it, a handsome wooden chest, a slender wardrobe, and a window box with drapes. Nothing seems particularly weird about it.
Alright.
All right. Ulrich, you're sneaking your way down the hallway?
Yep.
All right, make a stealth check.
Sneaky beaky donkey.
All right. All right, you don't seem to draw any immediate attention to yourself. And so you sneak your way past a couple of doors. Let me check something here. Right.
Wow, Mason, you...
Didn't see shit.
It's like you went blind for a second.
Hey man, it's investigation, not perception. There's a difference.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he can perceive all sorts of shit, man. It's just now when he's got to start scrutinizing and figuring out like what specifically he's looking at. That's when he starts having a little bit of trouble.
Kind of like the whole, is it hard to see, hard to feel, hard to smell, hard to hear? Those are perception.
Right.
But it's
So
like patterns.
All right, this door here.
all right, what you doing?
I'm gonna peek inside.
All right. Make a slight. Well, like, are you just kind of like gonna try and like stealthily open it, peek in, and then like stealthily close it?
That depends on what I see.
Okay, so you're just gonna peek your head in.
Yep.
I guess.
Stealthily.
All right, just make a straight up stealth check then.
Got it, boss.
No, you're boss. Big boss.
All right.
mouse.
Oh, whoopsie. 1 second. Sorry. There we go. All right.
I'm gonna get expertise in this.
Boop.
Oh fuck.
Is he dead?
Let me
Oh,
see.
that is some ugly dude.
No,
I know. How dare he not have a token?
What
You
a
can't
low
roast a
poly
token.
motherfucker.
Oh, probably don't need a token to roast him. That works.
All right. So, oh wait, sorry. Oh God, freaking damn it!
Huh.
Unsee all of this. This door is locked. Freaking dumb it. Well, nope, too late. We already rang this bell.
Own it.
You
Not
got
locked
super.
anymore.
You got super lucky. One of the maids must have forgot to lock it. Congratulations.
Sick.
All right, so. All right, you look in. Across from the door, a fire sputters and struggles for life. Actually, you know what? Wait. Before we do this, let's go back downstairs to our buddies Fergar and Eddie, actually, first and foremost, before we do anything else.
I'm loving this couch.
All right, y'all are just chilling on the couches. And after a few minutes, Lady Voctor walks on out. And she kind of looks around and she sees it's just the two of you. She goes, strange. You'd think they'd have been back by now.
Maybe. Honestly, I got no idea. Probably just old age.
Maybe
I
fell
wouldn't
in.
know. I'm still young.
Maybe it's number 2.
Yeah. But I was meaning to ask you. So your son said you had a book club. Any particularly good things you read recently?
She looks at you. She goes, "Oh, book club. Yes. Well, that's a more. I do apologize, dear. That's a more of a private affair. With some personal friends of mine."
Huh. I just could use insight to see if she's actually this.
Yeah, I'm going to make
Close.
this.
Yeah. Close
Uh,
about books.
Let's see.
See. Oh.
You see through her. She is actually Strahd.
I have a puppet.
So anyway, yeah, you can definitely tell there's something she doesn't really want to let on about book club to you.
Okay. Oh, come on. I mean, they're books. They're the greatest. I mean, there's just one book I read. Oh, it was all about these guys who went and played for a dragon, and it was so enthralling and gripping. I couldn't put it down. Or this other one about the giant.
She goes, "Oh, it's a oh no." She goes, "No, it's a tad more religious in nature. It might not be of much interest to you. It's like I said, it's more of a thing I like to do with some close personal friends of mine."
That's fair enough.
My
Dad.
church friends.
Like the picture over there, as I point to the picture, is that of the boy's father?
She looks over. She goes, "Ah, yes. Ah, dear Nikolai. Ah, yes. I do apologize. We won't be seeing him this evening. Unfortunately, he's been a little under the weather lately, so he's been resting upstairs."
Oh. I mean, how is he as a father? Since, I mean, I know, like, for instance, with some of the party members, it sounds, like they don't ever see him or talk. And it's a shame that a boy can't see their father ever. Boys.
I never said they couldn't see him ever. He's just been under the weather these last.
No,
these
I'm
last
not
couple-
saying he is. Just sometimes for people. Is he a good father? Is he great? Fantastic?
Are you insinuating something?
No, I'm mostly just curious. I mean, rowdy boys, but they seem good-natured. Did he get it from the father, or...?
She goes, "Oh yes, Nikolai. He is quite the spirited gentleman. I will give that. Maybe not quite as rambunctious as he used to be when we first met, but yes, they do take quite a bit after him.
Yeah.
But he mellowed out a bit with age, and I'm sure the boys will as well.
Man,
They're still young."
they usually do. I mean, Gus, God, he's like the most mellowed Zen person I've seen.
So yeah, you've been talking for a few minutes. Yeah, she's going on a bit about the family, and she goes, "Yes, speaking of which, they have been gone for quite a while now, haven't they?
Man, maybe
Perhaps-
they're...
Perhaps
Just
I
having-
should go. Perhaps I should go up just to check to make sure everything is all right."
I bet they're fine. It's just old age. He's
30.
older than he looks. And actually even older than that.
He has that reverse,
All right, go
that
ahead.
reverse aging disease.
Benjamin Button.
Benjamin Button
Alright.
syndrome.
Go ahead
You
and
don't wanna do
make a
that.
deception check then for me, buddy.
I can do a lot of things. I'm bad at lying.
No, I mean, hey, look. When you are lying, it's usually pretty. It's usually funny as shit. You know,
But-
like it's fun to listen to, but
But
Yeah,
that's
no.
a pretty horrendous role.
yeah. Like
If only I
like,
had a dragon guy who could quickly chime in and try and distract her.
I don't know what you're
Yes.
expecting me to do.
Or
But you-
perhaps offer to check in their stead.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah, she goes, "Well, I would certainly be a poor host if something had happened to one of my guests and I could have prevented it. I think perhaps." And she begins walking towards the door.
Oh, Farragut,
Perhaps-
you could try to check up on him. I mean, if anything bad happened, you'd be the perfect man for the job.
Yeah, I run over and I go, yeah, actually, let me try and go find them.
"Oh, no. Believe me, you are my guest. I insist. It would be rude of me."
You don't want to
These
smell
are my
Fergus's
companions.
booze turds.
Yeah, besides, I mean, he's been having a slow day. He had to stay up all night and then didn't get much sleep and then not being able to drink. I mean, he needs something to do. He's getting a little stir crazy.
Go ahead and make a persuasion check, Fergar.
You're a charismatic dude.
You're more charismatic than I am.
He's got more charisma than he's got. What is
Yes.
it? I think he's got higher charisma skills than he does religion. Hmm.
Guess you guys needed the bardic inspiration, huh?
Yeah. I mean,
Here's
I
the
have-
13's not terrible.
But did she beat it?
Hmm.
well, you are an odd fellow, but I must say,
You're an odd fellow.
You steam a
Fergar,
good
but I must say,
hand.
You steam a good hand.
I'm sorry. That's all I can think of during this, and I hate myself.
Look. I'm not gonna lie. I love that freaking steamed hams. Okay, it's great.
At the risk of metagaming just a little bit here, just keep her busy.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that was kind of the whole point of this, anyways.
Do
Right.
some dumb shit if you have to.
Oh, yeah.
All right, I'm gonna say that's just
Quick, Fergar,
Just
roll a crit
enough.
fail.
quick roll less. Roll a 3 or less. No, but anyway, all right, she go. All right then. I need to get get things started in the kitchen regardless. She goes, "All right, you may check on your friends for me." And she starts making her way past, and she walks into, and just for the sake of, I'm just gonna,
Darken.
yeah, just because fog of war.
I just kind of like whisper. He goes, "Just take a little bit because I don't know how long they're going to be. No, don't go up there! Don't actually go up there!
You're supposed to be at the brown
Outside.
box. Well, that's
you're
where
going-
we were expected.
Yeah. All right,
Fair
Fargar.
stay out there for a
All
little
right,
while.
Fargar,
Keep busy.
you go outside. Yeah, you see the outhouse. What
I
you
hope
gonna
there
do,
isn't-
player?
I hope there isn't a window that could see the outhouse.
I kinda
there
go and
actually-
I,
there actually is.
Oh wait, there totally is.
Well, then at that point, just you can like open it and pretend to like.
Just
I knock on it, and I pretend to hear something, and I open the door.
Say he's got the shits real bad.
And I act like it smells
We're
good.
a really
Hang on,
close
I'll say,
party.
Wait. I'll say you actually see. Yeah, you see Lady Wagner look out at the outhouse from out the window.
Yep, so I knock, and I open the door, and I go, "Ugh!"
All right, so you're gonna act like it's really bad.
I mean, it
Alright.
probably isn't that great either way.
Okay, anything else?
I walk up to the window, and I knock on it.
All right, yeah, she unlatches the thing and like kind of opens it a bit.
Yeah, he's in there. Pretty bad. I wouldn't go talk to him for a while, or use that outhouse.
Okay, go ahead and make a deception check. Are you proficient in that?
I wouldn't use that outhouse for a while or ever again.
You know what? Just
Burning
It's
it.
all the it's all those weird spices he's been eating. Ever
It's
since he
the
got
appetizer.
Again, she just kind of crinkles her nose a bit, and she just kind of goes, "Ugh, definitely make sure he washes his hands." And then she's kind of abruptly just kind of closes the window and like turns her back, and like looks like she starts giving orders to the servant on the other side of the table.
I walk around to the back of the outhouse and pee on the back of the outhouse.
Okay, you have successfully peed on an outhouse.
like just because.
It is by dog law. It is now your outhouse.
I don't think you want that outhouse, but it is yours.
Okay.
Also, while she's gone, I'm gonna be playing with the puppets, just not actually doing anything, just kind of making
Just monkeying with them.
noise and kind of trying to make it seem like I'm doing something interesting for when she's
Yeah, definitely
inevitably
don't-
going to question.
Definitely don't use message or anything.
Well, no, I was going to say, and then once we're done this, like, hey guys, seriously, I know that we're the best people in the world, but we're not that charming.
No, I peed. The whole I had to go, and I couldn't, like, obviously with someone being in there, I couldn't go in and use it, so I just peed on it.
Yeah, it's because of all that water
Nice
you
little
drank.
bit of lore for
Don't.
you guys. Fargar had to pee, so he peed. End of story.
At least he didn't tell us every fucking detail about it for 5 minutes.
Why did Fargar pee?
That's just, yeah.
All right,
I
so
unzipped
regardless.
my pants.
No!
All right, so regardless.
I
Anyway,
remove
Dude!
my
So I come back
pants.
and sit back on the couch.
all right, you are back on the couch. Let's pan on back up to
Dell, what did he find?
what Dell sees. So,
This
Yeah.
ought to be good.
across from the door, a fire sputters and struggles for life. Earth, above which hangs a framed family portrait. A noble father and mother, their 2 young sons, and a baby daughter in the father's arms. The sons are smiling in a way that suggests mischief. The parents look like uncrowned royalty. Wood paneling covers the walls of the room. A closet and a framed mirror flank a curtained window to the south. To the north, a wide canopy bed lies, pinned between matching end tables with oil lamps. Stretched out on one side of the bed is a man dressed in black, his eyes each covered with a copper piece. He bears a striking resemblance to the father in the painting.
Does he look alive?
Well, you can't tell from all the way over there.
It's all fun and games till he goes, bleh, and eats you.
I don't feel... that's a trap. You are trapping me. You are placing a DM trap.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Well,
I can't make
What
the
if it's a
medicine
trap?
check from where I am to see if he's, like...
No, he's got covers on him.
Well, hey, you
living.
know what? Gus probably didn't take very long checking the room and finding nothing of interest. So he probably
Also,
making his way out.
quick note, refresh my memory. I haven't heard anything of this family, including a daughter. Have I?
No.
Absolutely
To this
nothing.
point, no. I mean, to be
Hmm.
fair, up to this point, you didn't hear anything about the father either. That was Eddie that had hurt, you know.
Yeah, and I probably didn't say anything
Eddie's
about
the one
that.
Eddie's the one that got the spiel about the family.
Yeah.
Yep.
Which
And she got
would've-
very...
I will say, no. What was it? I think she probably would have mentioned
Mentioned.
a daughter. Like, didn't really go into any particular. Just oh, and my, my lovely daughter Stella. Da 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 da. She's probably gushing a little bit over her family, like any proud mother would.
After
But yeah,
being
so
defensive.
Eddie and Fergar heard about there being a daughter, yeah, and about the father. But yeah, Dell and Fergus were not there for that conversation. So no, you don't really know how big this family. Well, I mean, you get an idea how big it is now because you saw the portrait. There's probably at least 5 members, but so yeah.
All right. Well, after Gus finds absolutely nothing of interest in that room, he winds up taking a step out.
All right.
Does he get motioned over by Dell at all?
Yeah, Del sort of waves him over.
All right, so stealthily moving across the top floor. Hit that.
All right.
Smash that motherfucking stealth button.
In the face, like a boss.
You've
And
crit.
you did. What is it? You're so stealthy that you actually you almost startled Dell. He
Del looks
waves
back at
over
him
and he's looking back in, and then suddenly Fergus is just right behind him. He's just like, he almost shouts, but he catches himself.
Del whispers back at him. He goes, "Inside this room, we got a possible stiff at 11 o'clock."
All right. All right.
Stiff.
And, yeah,
Hard to
Gus
tell from
winds up-
this angle, though. It could just be a dude in a bed. I don't fucking know, honestly, but
Oh,
check it out. And I sort of point inside and I motion to the portrait and specifically the daughter. We haven't heard anything about a third kid, have we?
No, we haven't. Keep that a note. And Gus sort of winds up shimmying by and stealthily moving up to the bed to check on the gentleman.
Okay. Yeah. Upon actually approaching the bed, you can tell he's very very well dressed. Definitely dead.
Oh, he's super dead?
I'd like to point out the fact that she was like, "What are you insinuating?" No, he's still with us. I was just like, "Oh no, I'm just trying to make normal conversation, not trying to do anything accused."
No, no.
Yeah, that's
Oh yeah, and
sounds-
well, as if you'll recall, she said that he's been under the weather and he's resting upstairs.
Well, he's resting in peace upstairs, as it were.
Resting in pepperoni.
But yeah. So yeah, you what's this? All right. Yep. So yeah, you this man is very well dressed. Definitely looks like the dude in the portrait, presumably the father/husband of the family.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely dead. And he's got copper coin on each of his eyes.
Likely some variety of funeral practice, so not gonna touch that.
Yeah.
Make a history check if you like.
All right. Where's that history button?
Smash that like button. In the history button.
Like a history button. Yeah, you it could be a. Yeah, it seemed. Yeah, probably just a funeral thing.
You know,
Something.
paying their toll.
Yeah.
However, something else that catches Gus's attention is this.
Yeah. Oh, whoopsie! I forgot that was a closet. Anyway, whatever. It's not
Find
a
Del inside.
All right, hang on. Give me a second here. Let me double check what all there is to see in this room.
Wait, hold on. What?
I don't
What?
know. I was making a bad gay joke. Ignore me.
Oh no, Del came out years ago.
Yeah. I'm sorry. Mars in the closet.
No, he's
Pretty
very.
sure, pretty
he's
sure Mark
very
never-
clear.
was never in the closet.
I was gonna
Now,
say
see, he's just
extraordinarily-
hiding in there.
Ah, nice. It's a rogue joke.
Yeah.
Dude, your clothes are super gay. Yeah, I got them out of the closet this morning.
I'm gonna go grab some coffee.
Okay, that's a funny gay joke.
Yeah.
And Drew is nowhere to be seen.
All right.
He's
So-
backing stuff.
No, I'm actually gonna go get coffee.
Oh,
Go for it.
I looked at the
Get you
street-
some caffeine, boy.
Okay, sorry. So what are the two of you doing now?
Del, upon seeing that Fergus is inside, sort of like comes in and like, is he?
Yeah, Gus just sort of like motions a finger across his throat.
Mic off.
Is he dead or is he dead?
He's
Mic
Stiff
off.
as a
Mic
stiff.
off.
All right. Well, that's disconcerting. Del's gonna go check
Mic
out this
off.
door here.
All right.
the closet.
You open it up and you see, it's a closet. It's full of. You see, there's fancy footwear, there's fine
Mic off.
garments.
Mic off.
Very nice. Like you see a couple of suits in there, a couple of really nice dresses, some black robes. Let's see what else, and that's about it. Some robes, some dresses, some suits.
I'm gonna
it's just
take
a
a closer look
closer look at.
at just the contents of the closet.
Trying to find something that does not belong in a closet.
Trying to find
corpse.
anything of any note.
All right, make an
This is a
investigation
room with a
check.
corpse in it. I don't believe that there's just nothing in here.
There's
All
gotta
right,
be
make an
still-
investigation check on the closet.
Okay. Oh.
No, just a bunch of clothes and some
All right.
robes.
Del just sort of steps out and goes, "It's a closet."
All right, what is it? Yeah, around you, like I said, there's the hearth with the fireplace. Let's see. You also see sitting high up on a shelf. You see what looks like a small locked iron chest sitting up on a shelf on the mantle above the fireplace.
If only any of us had a set of thieves' tools
Damn
and
it.
proficiency in them. Hey, it's something to work on.
The one thing Dell's not proficient in.
But hey, you know what? You know what?
Del's for the most part a straight shooter, alright?
But again, in any event,
Straight shooter.
we could totally come back.
Yeah, alright.
Hang on, let me see if there's anything.
We could come back once we've killed them all.
Or after Eddie's learned knock.
Nah.
All right, but yeah. So,
Come on, don't not try it.
so anything else, or are you just gonna come back later?
Yeah, that's about all that I can think of.
All right. All right.
Well,
What you gonna do now?
Figuring that he really doesn't want to try the stairs again, Gus is
Mic
almost
off.
considering going out a window, but at the same time keeping...
You don't want to explore anything else, or
I mean, I don't want to have to keep playing
Mic
this
off.
hey, I'm on the shitter game.
all right.
I mean, at the same time, it is pretty great.
But hey, if anything, the
Mic off.
the dead body on the bed is condemning, if anything.
You know, what you always could do is go back and then have Dell continue looking around and be like, oh, he's cleaning up after me.
Mic off.
Dude, I'm sorry, I didn't know it was possible, but I clogged your outhouse. That's what took so long.
Del is
I think
trapped.
something died in there. And Dell is next.
Del stayed behind to slay the beast.
Just
Left
from
in my
outside,
wake.
you just hear, die, foul creature! And then just the slamming of a dulcimer on
The
something.
fucking Jurassic Park roar.
Like,
Mic
I'm
off.
just sitting, like, I'm holding the puppets, and then one of them just starts shaking a bunch because, like, every slam, everything shakes. Looking around nervously.
All right, so okay,
I feel
so
like I have to get the fucking...
all right, so just make sure you guys are making your way back.
Yeah. But
All right.
like it would seem kind of weird not going in through the front
Mic
door.
off.
So
Well,
Gus winds up stepping
Mic
out of the room
off.
and starts moving towards the window here.
okay. So he's gonna climb out and try and make his way down.
Basically, he is going to sort of open the window, take a look outside, make sure there's no one immediately watching, and then sort of hangs himself out the window and motions for Del to go first so that he can close the window behind them.
Yeah, all right. I do that.
All right. As you're about to approach the window, Del, you hear a very faint scratching sound coming
Where's
from
it?
one of the doors.
Dell's like, hold up. You hear that?
Scratching sound at the doors. Yeah, if Del hears it, I'd like to think that Gus hears it.
Well, you're out the window right now.
Hanging out the window.
All
Yeah,
right.
like I said, it's very, very quiet. It's coming from inside at one of the doors.
Which door?
It's not the one you're standing next to. Sounds like it's coming more towards the middle of the hall.
There's something scratching at one of the doors.
Probably a dog.
Probably a dog. Yeah.
Okay.
It's just rats.
Do you want to not fuck with that? Because
How long
I mean,
do
this
we want
lady's
to
got
play
lady's got a corpse.
And while that in and of itself is very condemning, how long do you want to play the we're in the bathroom game?
I mean, she's bought it so far, dude.
But for how much longer?
I don't know
While we
how
did
much.
ask, while
that's
we did
that's
ask
a
Eddie and
bit.
Fairgar to cover for us, they are Eddie and Fairgar. How long do you expect them?
That
to
is the best point you've made thus far. All right, let's skedaddle. I guess I don't like leaving what's clearly an untapped dungeon unflushed out, but you know, let's
Keep in mind, we could always come back later.
Yeah. Just say you keep having the shits.
You don't even need to roll an insight check to know that's probably not going to work a second time.
I mean, let's be real. I mean, you're not really going to flush anything. There's no running water.
all right, let's
Here's the thing I just want to say is, you just, other than that one, with Eddie got the 3, like, it has been extraordinarily fortunate of their rolls.
all right, let's go.
All right. So yeah, basically, Gus sort of hangs himself out the window and basically allows himself to be used as a half ladder of sorts, so that Del doesn't hurt himself on the way down.
Yep, double parkour his way down
All right, make acrobatics check, Del.
with advantage because I'm getting help.
Yeah. Basically, I'm doing stuff to make sure that he doesn't get hurt on the way down. And I'm guessing
God, I hope you don't make
it's
noise.
like, what, 10 feet?
Doesn't really.
Assume,
I don't think it really
assuming
said.
the average height of a floor.
We'll just say that's like, yeah, about 10ish feet. So honestly, you're lowering yourselves. You're being careful. It's not that big of a deal. All right, you make your way out the window.
All right,
Then Gus sort of
no check needed.
Well, I mean,
you literally would just hit the ground with a thud. You know,
Yeah.
It's not like you're landing on like wood or you're landing on dirt. So it's not like unless you like shattered your collarbone and just was like
Unless you just shat.
No, they just came back from the bathroom.
Yeah.
and after Del hits the ground, Gus does a kind of a pull up to sort of bring down the window, just willingly using his thumb as a stopper so that he doesn't like accidentally noisily slam the thing. And I'm
Sleight of
assuming it's
hand to see if you jam your thumb. No, I'm kidding. That'd be funny though.
And then once it gets to that last little bit, he sort of like just closes it the rest of the way.
Okay, you Mission Impossible that shit.
All right. And with that, Gus just drops using his monk fall damage reduction ability.
It's 10 feet. Like, and you lowered yourself like part way, you know, so it's not even a full 10-foot drop.
Mm-hmm.
You're fine.
All right. Which puts us right about here, if I recall correctly.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. That means you too, Del.
Yeah, sorry.
Fuck's sake.
I'm trying my damnedest. Oh shit!
Because all I can think of was the steamed hams, and all I'm thinking
he's-
is Mason just come back in. I pooped.
My steaming poop.
No, just the like when it comes back in the room with I'm pooped, except instead I pooped. It's just
Good job.
so much.
You did it. Good job. I
He
have to
comes
look
in
back
and
in
he
roll
goes,
20
"Man, that
computer."
really burned."
Aha! I'm in pain.
You don't want to use that ever again.
All right. Yep. We head back inside.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Just go straight for the parlor.
I think so.
You know, Gus. Oh man, do I even have like just a regular like canteen that I could use to wet my hands to give the idea of me washing my hands?
Do you have any spices?
Well, there wasn't a wash basin out in the. Well, there actually wasn't a wash basin. It's an outhouse, you know. There wasn't anywhere to wash your hands.
Mm-hmm.
And
Presumably, she'd tell you where to wash up if, you know.
get some brown spices and smear them on your hand.
No.
I'm so sorry, madam. This won't happen again.
Well,
So what have Fairgar and Eddie been doing this whole time?
I mean, we assume we've been talking to her about her family, and
No, I mean, after she left to go to the kitchen, though.
I'm just continuing to fuck about with puppets just so if she gets back, I have anything remotely different to talk about.
All right.
I'm sitting there just blatantly just annoyed with the puppets.
All right, fair enough. That's a fair reaction. Okay, then. So, all right, yeah. Where are y'all situating yourself then?
I mean, when they
we'll
get
just
back in,
kind of step back in. Fergus behind me, presumably.
yeah, Gus.
It's like, what's the best way I can recreate so it looks like I have poop on my hands?
I know, I'll actually poop on my hand.
I know. His pants down.
on the front step?
I'm waiting for her
He
to
goes
come in
outside
and
and
be
like,
like, "You don't smell like an
like a
outhouse."
smeared turd on the doorstep, and it's like, damn that Baron!
only the highest brow humor here on the D&D stream.
No, hang on. Now I'm imagining what Gus is like. Lady Voctor, I saw someone that one of the town guards came up to put a small paper bag on there and lit it on fire. I tried to stomp it out for you so that it wouldn't accidentally burn down your house, but it was filled with poop.
Poop. There's no bag, there's only poop.
I ate the bag.
I tried my best to get rid of it. I'm sorry, I panicked. I wasn't sure what else to do.
It was really hot and spicy going down. They definitely had Mexican last night.
At least it wasn't as
What's a
bad.
Mexican?
I just put some spices on it. It's okay.
Sorry, fantasy Mexican.
So would that be?
That sounds much better than Fantasy Costco.
Where all your dreams come true.
Stop that.
So, like,
Did somebody say?
Costco-
And then suddenly, just in between the couch cushion, suddenly Garfield's head pops up. He's like, "Did somebody say Fantasy Costco?"
No, but he winds up miscalculating it and just like rams his head into Fairgar's ass.
No, on the other couch, the one that's not being sat upon by a gnome or a dragonborn.
Can you imagine? She just walks in and there's Garfield.
Yeah.
No, what was it? Anyway, okay, so yeah, so everyone's back together then. All right.
My sister go, hey, you guys should hear all the stories about her family. Like, oh, the father sounds like a nice guy. It's a shame he's indisposed at the moment.
And then that's Gus sort of like clenches his jaw and like sort of looks away.
Oh, guess you have daddy issues.
Alright, well, with that, Gus winds up moving his way up to take a seat on the couch. It's large enough for two, but for the purpose of just keeping space, I'm just going to be putting him in this corner. He's on the couch.
All right.
Yeah, Dell looks a little uneasy.
Oh, man. That must have been the worst poop you've ever taken. I'm so sorry for that outhouse.
Dell like looks back and forth to make sure that there's nobody else in there, and then he looks at Eddie and he like points upstairs and he like sticks his tongue out and he like draws a finger over his neck and he's like, eh.
I just kind of like make a little pointing gesture at the picture with him, just like
Dell nods.
Just go wide-eyed and go, oh. Oh, well, that sounds truly awful. Hopefully he eats better.
You know, he won't.
I give Dell a confused look, and I kind of point at both of them. Like,
Dell
sort of,
sort of like shrugs and is like, what?
like, because, like, I'm trying to look at them and figure out if they killed him.
What? Dell's like, and he like starts shaking his head back and forth really, really hard.
I mean, that seemed like it would be pretty obvious, because I doubt they would murder someone.
Dell mouths
know.
what
Maybe-
the fuck
maybe
at
they got
Fairgar.
caught. Maybe they got caught and they suffocated him.
Yeah, just freaking grabbed
Don't-
a pillow, smothered him to death.
Dell like
Because
what
on
faces
a
at
no-detection
Fairgar.
stealth mission, we're just gonna murder a guy.
He was dead when we got up there. I mean, we weren't up there at all. We were talking about.
I was joking earlier about the Russian stealth. Holy shit.
But yeah, I put away the puppets and just like loudly talk
by the way,
about.
speaking of Russians, I actually do have to pee really bad IRL.
All right, yeah, let's take a 5-minute break here.
Neat. I'd go preheat the oven to make something, but then by the 5-minute break time is over, I'd have to go leave again. So fuck that. I'll do it after D&D.
Fine, preheat your oven.
Nonsense. No, do you know my mom?
Where am I?
Daddy?
I'm your dungeon master. I'm all of your moms, actually.
Whoa!
Permission to call you Dungeon Daddy?
Permission denied.
Permission vehemently denied.
Okay, Daddy.
Well, I just ate.
Say that again, and I will deduct an intelligence point from Eddie.
I would think that'd be a charisma point more than anything.
No, you
No, he
actually
wants to
use
hit you where it
intelligence.
hurts.
Well, I just
No.
ate an entire thing of ranch dip from the time I got back with my coffee until now.
That does not sound very healthy.
Probably
No one said
isn't.
we were healthy. But I'll be back in a second.
I'm going to get cereal.
Yeah, I'm gonna get something to drink. Maybe a snack. Even had dinner? I don't think I've even had dinner today. Well, too late for dinner.
I'm back. My only regret is I wasn't allowed to do anything with the puppets and her.
Yeehaw!
Huh.
Also, when I was on my way back from visiting my siblings today, wound up stopping by Bunny and Randy's to quick say hello. Randy's actually doing really well right now.
That's good.
Yeah. Wound up making an offhanded joke about how he wound up getting a new chair at work and he's not going to be able to use it for like another month.
Also, for the record, Bunny really, I don't know if Bunny really appreciated the pelvis has left the building joke. I didn't say it in front of Randy.
Yeah,
Like-
he really didn't like the half-assed joke.
Yeah.
From what
But, like, actually, like, for, like, the next day or so, oh, when she's just laughing, I'm like, what? She's just laughing at pelvis has left the building. Because he was being such a grump that it only made it that much more tempting. So, where's everyone at now? Kind of to the left. Alrighty then.
I'm here. I just had a mouthful of chips.
Hot. I really hope this place ends up burnt to the ground. Mostly because it sounds sketchier and sketchier, and, you know, if I don't meet my quota of burning things, I might get twitchy.
I mean, you could burn the outhouse.
That seems like a shitty thing to do.
No pun intended.
No pun totally intended. Meanwhile, Maximilian is playing Smash Bros. With like 7 people. And apparently it has more viewers than an actual Smash tournament right now.
I'm sorry, what does?
Maximilian playing Smash with a bunch of his friends. It's also modded. Like right now, Ryu is Kermit. Earlier Meta Knight was a shopping cart. Not all of them are that wonky, though. Some of them are actually fairly normal. Man, I wonder how long it's going to be before I can use my spell I've been itching to use. Probably much longer than I want it to be.
Yeah.
Oh, you have no idea. Trust me. You have no idea. Not that that's foreboding or anything. since Kermit is Ryu, apparently they actually made it like a Kermit sounding voice go, "Sure you can." It's horrible.
Yeah. Man, Philadelphia Fusion was pretty close to making the playoffs.
You sound tired, my dude.
I am very tired. There was
Considering it is
actually a
about
small
midnight.
point on the stream where I was like a little zonked out.
Really, I'm shocked.
You commented on it, like you and
Yeah, I know. That was me being a smartass when I said I'm shocked.
But hey, you know what? Considering that it is midnight, and you've
Yeah.
got a pretty busy sounding day tomorrow.
and I had a busy day to. Yeah,
Yeah. Just want to wait until Corbin and Dylan wind up getting back, and then we can probably wrap it up for the night. After starting way late, but it was a good time.
yeah.
Yeah.
Whoever Sensual Toast is in the chat confirming that I was asleep.
That is April, Dylan's girlfriend, I believe.
Word. Hi, April.
She's actually here in the Discord with us.
Yeah. She is among us. Watching us. Learning.
So
She'll be
I
unstoppable.
enjoy having her in the chat because she is chatty.
I just closed the stream because I was like, I'm not reading it enough because I'm usually focusing on Din half the time.
Sorry, I was eating cereal. So I
Okay.
muted myself so you wouldn't have to listen to my crunch munch. Hello.
You said my name.
Oh god. She hears all. She sees all.
Quick. If we all mute ourselves. Oh, wait, she's already left.
She's gone.
Yeah, you tried.
The Dungeons and Dragon dungeon.
Dungeons and Dragons is a tabletop role-playing game.
I do not sound like that.
I just opened my art program back up and instantly saw the shit's on fire thing. I think the fire coming off of the billboard was a good touch. I gotta say, I really do love doing art for campaigns like this. It's
Full
a
of
good
memes.
it's a good time.
I'm still amazed at just how badass Fair Art came out.
Yo, are you taking like the Gus portrait and turning it into Metal Gus Solid?
I could.
That'd be awesome.
Please do. I want that more than anything. The crossover we all want to happen. Here's the thing. The crossover that only Kojima is crazy enough to allow to happen.
Like, hey yo, Kojima, we made a joke about my D&D character being the next Solid Snake. Can you make that canon?
He looks at you for a moment, like scratches his chin with his fingers briefly for a moment, contemplates, and then goes, "That is genius."
Starts taking notes for Death Stranding.
Gets put on hold.
He's like, Konami, listen, you need to bring me back for just a moment so that I can make this fantasy battle chef into the as the main character of the next Metal Gear game. Metal Gear Battle Chef.
Is Garfield his sidekick?
No, if anything,
Garfield
probably...
is Otacon.
Alright, listen, Fergus. There's a bunch of security cameras up in there. I saw it with my magic and shit. You better sneak around them.
Then Gus just like runs along the wall, just punching all of them.
Good work, Fergus.
Remember, Fergus, this is...
Gotta stop Metal Gear Farragar.
Just like everyone's imagining like classic Metal Gear Solid, I'm just imagining Metal Gear Revengeance.
Yeah.
But with a bow staff instead of a sword.
I'm thinking with just pure fist, make it Fist of the North Star style.
Omae wa mou shinderu.
Nani?
You're right
Okay, well,
there.
here now.
Yeah, I'm good.
So yeah, I wound up mentioning this, but Drew's getting really tired. He had a busy day today. He's got another busy day tomorrow.
Yes, we're gonna wrap this up here. I just was finishing... sorry, I brought some food with me and I was finishing it up.
Okay.
Okay, so everyone ready?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So yes, Lady Voctor, she eventually makes her way back into the room, and she goes, I see you've all, I see you've all returned.
Yeah, we apologize for the extended absence, but
She just,
well, I'll spare you the details.
she like puts a hand up like as you're talking, and then she just points behind her and she goes, the wash basin is in the kitchen.
Fergus,
Far
you're
into
up,
the
buddy.
Both of you, and wash your hands twice, please.
Oh, thank you.
Make it a third time for me.
Just sort of shimmies
And then
by.
she just kind of looks over and she goes, Should I send you as well?
Might be.
To Farragar.
No.
Yeah, Dell's already coming along on this.
Yeah.
Perhaps. And then she kind of looks, and then she looks over at Eddie. What's Eddie doing?
Basically just sitting there, not doing anything exciting at the
Swinging
moment.
his legs.
Yeah, I could just be sitting on the couch, just looking as chipper as he can manage.
All right.
You don't have to worry about me. Pee is sterile. I just peed on the back of the outhouse since someone...
Okay, you're
was
going to
taking
wash
so
your hands
long.
now.
Yeah, she just like puts a hand up, just and then she just points. Go. Just go.
This is a comfy couch.
And now she's all alone with Eddie. Dim the lights and start the seductive music.
So yeah, wash bins in the corner. Should I assume that you all wash your hands as per your hostess's request?
Yeah,
Sure.
Gus, to really hammer the point home, he starts with basically the straightest alcohol his flask can muster to act as a cleaner.
Okay, you sterilize your hands with alcohol.
Oh, is the servant there?
Yes, she is. She's working, trying her best to,
Not be distracted by the Dragon Man.
Well, no, it's more just like she's got a job to do, so she's just kind of trying to do it. Like that's like not so much ignore you in the just the I'm trying to keep busy so I don't get in trouble kind of way. It's not my business. You know what I mean?
I was hoping she wouldn't be there.
No, she's just chopping away. Looks like you see like there's a cauldron over in the hearth. Looks like she's got a stew going. Starting to
This
smell
shit looks-
pretty decently nice.
At least she looks better than the father.
I walk over and ask if I may taste the soup.
She goes, well, it's stew. It's not ready yet. It'll be ready in a little while.
All right. Well, if you need someone to taste test it, I got you.
Then, completely disregarding, he reaches.
She just
over
kind of gives you a
and grabs
awkward
the leg.
smile and just nods. And then before going back to what she was doing. What's Dell doing?
I don't even fucking know, dude.
Standing
You don't
confused
wash your
and lost
hands
at
to
the
be
base
a
of
Just
the
fucking
standing,
Yeah,
like,
rebel.
yeah,
standing
he
there
wa-
like, do I wash my hands?
He washes his damn hands.
His filthy ass hands.
Dude, you gotta
All
get
right.
in line. I'm still waiting to wash mine.
All right, you have washed your hands for the first time in literally months.
And before
kidding.
going out, Gus sort of leans over the stew pot and takes a whiff.
All right.
Falls over dead.
Are you trying to discern anything in particular?
The quality of the soup.
All right, I
That's
suppose.
what we need.
We'll just say a straight perception check.
Because hard to smell.
Yeah, it's pretty decent stew. You know, you don't think it. You think it'll probably the way it's coming right now, it'll probably come out fine enough.
I was waiting for it. This is some bomb ass soup.
Yeah,
But yeah.
Gus being the kind of chef that he is, though, he's not extremely happy about not being the one cooking. But I mean, it's a break.
As I say, I mean, you are the guest.
I pat him on the back.
Wash your hands again.
All
But yeah, after that, just making the way back.
All right, I wash my hands, and I walk back over and try and stick my finger in the soup to taste it.
Okay, you stick your finger in this boiling cauldron. Ow!
It's
Boiling! You take 1 fire damage. No,
Dumbass.
Mark that. Okay, good. You literally stick your hand into a boiling cauldron!
And then he spends a point of his lay on hands.
I'd like to point out the last time I did that, I was like 5.
And at which point he remembers, oh yeah, that's right, boiling things are very hot.
I was trying to get a taste of the soup. I got what was coming
That's
to me.
what a spoon is for, you dingus!
Even then, it'd
not-
probably be too hot to taste for a little bit.
I mean,
That'd
if
be
you just,
hot.
I mean, if you pulled it out and like you blew on it a little, you know, waited like 10 seconds.
Like he would blow on it.
He'd blow on it, and lightning would come out and just accidentally singe it, make it even hotter.
Yeah. No, I was.
And then he fills the soup with his lightning breath.
So, like as you're walking out, you hear like a sigh, you know, like a slight sigh / groan from, you know.
Yeah.
'Cause she just watched one of the guests just, you know. That's what. No. It's more that just like you know, like it, like a am I gonna have to worry about this guy kind of thing. I was hoping he was just gonna leave me alone, you know. But then though, what was it? As you're walking away, you think you might hear a slight chuckle though, as you make your way out the door, closing it behind you.
Dell, as they're leaving, sort of like is the last one out, and he leans back and he goes, "I'm so sorry for him," and he just closes the door.
I feel like you should just get a card that says that.
Yeah,
We're so sorry for. No. Just literally get a sign and put it around his neck.
I'm sorry for my friends.
Yeah. I'm sorry
Officially
for
signed
Stephen.
Ulrich Delrose.
Oh no, I was gonna say. Oh no, I was gonna say put a sign around Fairgar's neck.
Yeah.
Sorry, and it just literally reads "Sorry in advance."
If found, please return to Ulrich Delrose.
Graffiti's. No, I
Oh
was
my gosh.
I was mainly doing this because she made me go wash my hands, and I was proving a point that I washed my hands, and they were clean enough to stick into the soup for dinner.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, again, also it's boiling, so
Now you're
you'll
even cleaner.
probably.
Worth
That
it.
was good. I mean, also part of your I was gonna say skin, but no, I mean scales. I guess. Yeah, well, the skin part underneath the scale is definitely a bit singed. Anywho, so yeah. And wait, where did oh, there she is. All right, so yeah, you just come on back in. And I suppose, do you have any further questions or anything to say to Lady Voctor while you wait for dinner?
Oh yeah, can I get a ton of fucking leaves?
So,
God, he's a dinosaur.
Lady Voctor,
The whole time.
tell me more about your family line.
She goes, "Oh yes, I was just telling your friends about it here while you were out in the facilities."
Right,
And
right.
she kind of gives you, and she kind of goes on a similar thing that she, well, because I'm not going to recap the whole. Well, I'm not going to repeat the whole thing, but yeah, she tells you about there's her darling husband Nikolai,
Who's 100% okay.
who's under the weather, won't be joining us this evening.
Tells like,
And then there's what was it? And then there's the boys, Carl and Nikolai the Third, as well as their daughter Stella, who she tells you is also who she. Sorry, I'm getting tongue tied here. She also tells you that she also will not be joining you for dinner this evening, as she has also not been feeling particularly well.
Oh.
I see. Well, I'm very sorry to hear that on both fronts.
The servants
I hope they
poisoning
get better.
everyone.
I hope they get better very soon.
Oh, I'm sure they will.
The servant walks in the room, transforms, it's Strahd.
Surprise, I've lured you all into my trap. Throws the just starts dumping boiling stew onto all of you. You fallen into my stew trap.
I was like, if you would have waited an hour, Farragut probably would have done it to himself.
I shrug.
Surprising thing is it didn't
And
happen
Star's like,
sooner.
I've only got all eternity. I don't have that kind of time.
Well, it sounds like you come from very noble blood.
And I short in with just like myself.
Yes, you're rich, we know. I'm rich in knowledge. God, I'm so lonely.
No one cares.
Man, shut your ass up.
One day I'm gonna burn you all to the ground and there's nothing you'll do. What was that? Nothing.
Once I learned the incineration spell.
What you mean on top of like the 6 that he knows already?
Yeah.
No, there's disintegrate is what I meant.
Why disintegrate when you can incinerate?
Incinerate. I don't fucking know.
Disintegrate?
Leif Erikson Day, Inga Dinga Durgan. So anyway,
Anything else happen?
Alright, I would assume just, you try making small talk with her. Probably, maybe slightly awkwardly. I would think, probably, for the next, 20 or so minutes. And then the servant in the kitchen comes out with, she comes out with, not like, well, what was it? Not like with the cauldron, but like just it's a fairly large pot, but like, not quite large enough to like carry, but not the cauldron. Into the dining room and begins pouring out ladles of stew for a lot of you.
So I take it we're around the dining room table again?
Yeah. Lady Voctor would be joining you at the head of it.
She can join it in my head, except no, because she seems evil and scary.
Alright. So y'all just having a nice, lovely little dinner with your new friend, Lady
It seems
Voctor?
that we are discussing business, I suppose.
Oh.
Non-specific specifics.
Yeah.
So, madam, how do
History of
you
the
feel
town.
of the toy maker in town?
He goes, I cannot say I have much of an opinion either way of him. I don't believe I met him personally, as far as I can recall.
He's an interesting fellow.
Well, I suppose he's a toy maker. Makes sense.
Yeah, he seems to have good intentions.
Well, that would certainly be strange, a toy maker with ill intentions.
It'd be far from the strangest thing we'd ever come across.
Probably would be less strange than us, truth be told.
Why, do you think he might be some sort of an issue, or?
No, it's more of a topic of curiosity more than anything.
Yeah.
Why, do you think he has some sort of ties with the Baron, or?
Just an interesting guy.
All right, then.
Just trying to get a feel of what other people think of him.
We're still trying to get a lay of the land here. We think that it might be best for us to, achieve peak effectiveness if we know what we're doing. So to speak.
What was it? Hang on 1 second. One sec. Wait, do I have any handouts? I should probably check to make sure, see if I have any handouts.
So we can get a proper roast going.
Oh, not like that. I meant like scenery and stuff. That's like when you saw the gates and.
Yeah.
Definitely no handouts for Lady Voctor.
Anyway, let's see.
Oh, wait, turns out she's actually just unconscious in the picture. Basically the kind of thing I'm expecting, like fucking, what's-his-face? Dwarf guy.
I'm sorry, what now?
Making
The
bad
fact that
jokes.
Gundren was such a bitch that his only picture of him was him knock the fuck out.
Where is it? That's... Oh, here we go. Sorry, yeah. Sorry, I had to check something. Sorry, what was the most recent thing we had said? I had to check something in.
So, Stu, is that like a, term, like a regional term?
What region?
Steamed yams.
Okay, sorry, I got distracted. But yeah, it's fine. The stew is fine. Like it's
All right.
like good stew. Like not crazy great or anything, but
Everyone's secretly wishing that Gus was cooking it.
Yeah.
So
y'all are spoiled.
So you said that your husband and your daughter are a bit under the weather. Is there something going around?
Oh, I think it might just be a hereditary thing.
Runs in the family, huh?
Possibly. Something on the father's side, I'm sure, but worry not. I wish that had been intentional. Anyway, right. So anyway, right.
Can I tell if it seems like she's hiding something, or if she genuinely doesn't know what's up with her husband?
Dude, he is dead.
I'm pretty sure I could say he's...
No, I want to know if she's actively hiding it from us, or if she's fucking like delusional.
One second. Check something. I forget. Hang on. Let me check something. I forget something. Is she? she's here. First and foremost, make an insight check for me. First and foremost.
All right, we'll do.
And then I will, because I might have to check. Okay, not terrible. Let me read a couple of things.
Are you reading them out loud or to yourself?
To myself. Just give me 1 second.
Okay, then I should be back in just a second too. I'm put something down.
Yeah, go ahead.
Somebody's a popular boy.
You know it.
I will say, okay. I will just say is you wouldn't necessarily put it past her that she might be crazy given this place and the vibe you've gotten from it. So, I mean, not necessarily
It's
this
not
house.
unbelievable to think that someone might be an insane person.
Yes, but you don't know for sure.
I'm not really getting that vibe from her.
Not
for
necessarily.
certain.
You're like, it could be that there's something that, you're just not thinking of, and she's just like lying.
Mhm.
Or either that or like either there's something you're just not piecing together about all this, or she's just fucking bonkers.
Yeah.
No, here's the
Oh,
punchline.
madam.
And both seem like a fairly is your microphone set, up on your head again, Fergus, Mason?
No, hold on.
You've been quiet, but I just turned you up.
Better.
A little bit.
So what I miss?
Nothing.
Yeah.
Just he's just
Yeah.
the conversation of basically. He was just like, is she just plumb loco and thinks that they actually are alive, or is she lying to us or something? And,
Yeah.
and I
No,
said,
here's the punchline. That was her taxidermy room, and that was just a taxidermy like mannequin of her husband.
Just Chuck Testa.
it's just
The actual bedroom was on the other side of the hall.
Well, madam, as a paladin, would you be interested in having me, say a blessing over your daughter and your husband?
Oh no. I do appreciate the offer, but I could never. What's the word I'm looking for? Give me a second here. Impose. There we go.
Not the religious type.
Impose. Believe it. It's nothing serious. I assure you, they'll be all right.
Not the religious type, then, I take it?
No, I have a feeling your religion and mine might differ.
Oh, I mean, I understand if you don't want to get too deep into it, but what piety do you follow, if I may ask?
Why, the Morning Lord, of course.
Oh, that seems to be a pretty popular one around here. I'm going to insight check the fuck out of that.
Yeah, go ahead.
Mash the MF insight button.
Fail.
Where's my fucking character sheet? Give me a sec here.
No,
Yeah,
seems
actually,
legit to
crit
you.
fail. Alright, great.
No, you believe her.
Somebody else should do that.
I wouldn't be against it just because I was talking to her about religion earlier.
Well, she did say it was a religious thing, so it would not.
Just in case.
Fucking God.
And
Fergus
Fergus
falls
falls
unconscious.
unconscious at the table.
His head falls
Suddenly,
into his soup.
he's eating his stew, and then just suddenly just thump, and then he just kind of falls to the floor and
I just fall
See, I
out
would
of my
plan
seat.
on me doing because I was talking about it earlier.
And she's talking, and then just she says that, and then just suddenly she's like, "Good Lord, good heavens, what on earth?"
He's narcoleptic.
Or everybody else.
Narc what?
No, literally, she's like, "I'm sorry, what now?"
He falls
He
asleep.
falls asleep.
Just randomly.
Yep.
It's really inconvenient.
Can you imagine? Okay, Mr. Vecna, I want you to imagine this happening regularly in combat.
She just looks at him and she goes, "How is he not dead?"
Oh, he has died.
I'm sorry, what?
It's a long story, man.
Yeah.
Gus moves around and just props Farragut up and leans him back so that he's not drowning in soup.
Yeah,
I just like lean over with a napkin trying to unsoup him.
Is someone
Soup
going
dragon.
to like put some ice on that? I'm sure that soup's pretty hot.
No, it's at an edible temperature.
Okay.
No, yeah. Like it's not like they don't serve it. Like I said, it was just because it was
off the
in the.
fire.
Yes, exactly. I mean, like it's nice and hot and delicious, but like not scalding. Oh, also, so what was it? Well, this is going on with that insight check here. Is yeah, you don't think she's actually, well,
Morning
particularly religious? No.
Fantastic. If only I could join one of those lovely book club meetings, but
If only-
personal reasons, I know. Oh well.
If only you could join that death cult.
Hey, you guys gotta join a guild. Mar gotta join a cult. And I'm short.
What was it? They said they were going to let you in after the mission.
Yeah.
And
I want to join
Speaking
afterwards.
Speaking of which, our ass is gonna need a raise.
We were just supposed to go on a scouting mission. We ended up going on a full-on recon slash. No, you're basically pulling a solid snake. You're sneaking on in, trying to friggin' take out the big bad.
Except we've already blown the sneaking part.
Yep.
I don't know what you guys are talking about. I've done great so far.
No, in regards to the whole Strahd, no,
Strahd finding us.
no, considering he's the one that let you in, you know.
Sure.
But all right then. Here, just to speed this along, so that Drew can, get ready here. So, does anyone, I don't know, any particular questions or anything? Just
Lady Wagner whips out and shoots the exposition gun.
well, no, it's just like I said, it's already half past midnight, pretty much, and Drew's got stuff that he's got to do. So, like normally, I know. Like, oh, we're just gonna blah, 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 blah. Like, we've had some fun here. Let's just, if you've got anything, I'll try and move this along so we can have you guys.
I
go
guess I'll
wherever it
just
is you're
ask
gonna
her
go
if she has any parting thoughts as we start wrapping the night up. Anything we ought to know that might make our end of the job a little easier.
Let me think about that for a moment. Because it's about specifically Lady Wagner, what kind of advice she would... So based on things she would know. So give me a sec here.
Ambush Isaac in the middle of the night. Punch him in the dick.
husband.
Isaac! Isaac!
His arm is demonic, not his wiener. He's vulnerable there.
His dick is his weak spot. Kind of a universal weakness when you think about it.
Where? No. Where? 1 second.
By the way, I've been keeping mental track. We've only actually spent like 3 days in
Barovia?
in Barovia.
It has been fucking forever since we leveled up.
Well, we
I
also
mean-
haven't been doing that much.
I was gonna say, other than
We
you've
have
mostly
yet to punch
been
a thing.
the only time. I mean, you killed a bunch of wolves, but you just leveled up beforehand. You know.
Yeah.
I leveled
We
up.
haven't done that much to get a level up.
It was just an observation.
It's just
Yeah,
been
why-
really. It's just been.
Why am I
less-
not level
less
16?
combat.
We have a lot of exposition.
Right. Like you're not. Yeah. Like you haven't even gotten to the thick of the. Like I said, like you guys are still in the first act, by the way. Like this is straight up like a 3-act structure for this. I mean, depending. I mean, I suppose if you wanted to, you could just waltz right on up to Castle Ravenloft and try and fight him now if you really wanted to.
That would be a terrible idea.
Okay,
sounds like
quick,
something
everyone, get
Farragut
the
would
weighted
do.
dice.
But right, anyway, hang on, let me just check my notes here real quick. My notes.
Put in my mouth.
Because, yeah, the first day wound up staying at the Burgomaster's house in Barovia, the town. Second night, spent it at the church. Third night, we spent it at the inn here in Vallaki.
Yeah.
It got really quiet.
Yeah.
All right, because I was looking over some notes to see if there's anything that she could tell you that would be useful of things that she might know. All right. She will tell you that about Ezek specifically. Usually during the day, he's usually out doing business for doing the Baron's business. But at night, he always returns back to the Baron's manor. Well, presumably to go to bed. You know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So basically, you'll find him there at night. Out in the daytime, he's just kind of out and about. You might see him.
All right. We'll take that into consideration. Thank you very much for loaning us your ear and treating us to this lovely evening.
Of course, of course.
We'll be in touch.
Does Fergus smack me awake?
I'm sure at some point, yeah, you wake up and you're just like, wait, what? Oh, right. Stew. And then you just like quickly finish up the stew.
Yeah.
All right, and we out.
All right.
And so, as we leave, like we get a decent ways away from the mansion.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, all right, well, she's batshit crazy.
Or in leagues with not good people. I definitely think after we deal with the Baron, we should deal with her before leaving.
Look, we don't know what's gonna. I don't feel like really dealing with anybody. I haven't seen anything that seems like warrant to just murder somebody.
All will be well.
All right, well, I'm starting to reconsider on one front.
No, I think nothing here seems right. I figured once I put someone decent in charge, and the fact that the toy maker is the least unnerving person here is...
It's not a great sign.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just go back to the oven. I'll be back. And if it ends, so be it.
I guess we ought to go back to Ismark and Irina and talk to them about what they want to do.
All right. All right. I'll have you call it here then.
All right.
You guys are leaving.
All right.
It smells like victory.
Wanna know?
My hands smell like
All
vodka.
right, you did some decent sneakity sneaks.
We did some sleuthing. Yeah.
You never
Still
knew.
got like
Yep.
3 hours in tonight.
And you never found out quite what that scratching was.
Yeah, but at the same time, like, how long did we want to play the I'm pooping game?
I'm back.
Yeah. Or I feel like I should mention in my notes I put it down as Gus convinced Elle not to investigate. It's not like we don't trust Eddie and Fairgar, we just don't trust their social skills.
Except when I pull the noble card and actually try to be a decent human.
And
You're
when
not
you
a
kept on the
human.
noble card, it just sounded like, oh yes, I too am rich, proceeds to swish about a champagne glass.
You're also not a human.
A champagne glass full of grape soda.
They don't know that.
They do. They do know that. It's very obvious.
It's a very elaborate masquerade. Thank you for noticing.
Do you like my alligator costume?
I got it fitted with a lightning shooter. Want to see? Just tases someone with it.
Dude, now I want to get like an inflatable Godzilla suit and just have a taser that comes out of the mouth.
No, just have your
And
arm
go to
come out with the
conventions and
taser.
just tase the fuck out of sweaty dudes.
Alright. I'm probably going to stay in voice chat. I'm going to end the stream.